not supposed to be on this one. It's supposed to be on a different mode. It's supposed to be on Ace Attorney mode. I accidentally clicked 1. God, I've so many like little. I've like 2 new ones now as well, and it's like, oh god. Anyway, right. We are back with Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice, and it's time to play the finale. It's the big one. Okay. I'm just having a check. Yeah, okay. I've not got like my wrong mic on. It's like, oh god, am I doing okay? But yes, speaking of Ace Attorney, Silvergunner just finished their the Ace Attorney and Danganronpa takeover, and apparently there's been a little bit of a trial segment that you can look at. So that's been really cool actually. But yes, it is the we finally have well, yeah, it should be on this one. We are on Apollo Justice, and it is the finale. We are finally here, and we are finally at the last, like, latter half of the final case. So let's do it. The Mason system, which is the thing we literally looked at right at the beginning. So, let us begin. Well, not begin, but let us finish the final case of Apollo Justice. Let's do it. That trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. The mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding out all of this for yourself. Which of Magnifi Grammarai's disciples pulled that trigger? I think neither of them did. That's what I think. Where did the vanishing defendants at Grammarai go? Well, yeah. What dark truth lurks behind the forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind? The Mason system. Looks like a snowflake. Oh, we're getting Danganronpa 2 up in this bitch. The past left us these 4 keys to unlocking the truth. The Detention Center, Defendant Lobby Number 2, Wright & Co. Law Officers, and Drew Studio. But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well. And when all the questions have found their answers, the final trial will begin. Also, I found out that, like, they never do this again. And it's like, really? This would have been such a cool system to implement in, like, games 5 and 6, and they just never bring it up again. Which is a bit crap, really. But first, you must chase the truth through then and now. Think of it as a game. We are getting Danganronpa 2 up in this bitch. Oh, hey, Phoenix. I, Phoenix Wright, will be your guide through this game. That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. Okay, we're really breaking the fourth wall here now. It ended, half finished, when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that? Well, as your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There is something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. Wait, is he talking to me now? Are we like an actual character? Holy shit. I was right. My Ace Attorney self. I'm in the game, guys. It's me. My Magatama. Yay! The Magatama's back! What does it do, you ask? Well, that I would have you see for yourself. Well, now, shall we begin? Use L and R to jump between the past and the present. But let's begin 7 years ago, in the past. It is right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Hey Captain, how you doing? I've come for my usual gambling. Hell yeah, we love gambling. Oh, dang it. It does hit 100. It does hit 100. I did discover it did do it. Now that you know the game, let's play. I guess we're going to the detention center. The nightmare trial was over, and the new nightmare of figuring out what had happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away, but I figured I'm the only one who could do this. Probably. And besides, I had plenty of time, thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision. It's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away, but Miles did it! Miles continued to start doing his work when his attorney's badge was taken, and Gavel was just staring at him going like, well, you Ah! Oh my god! Thank you for the... Ah! Thank you for the subscribe, oh my god. Ah, thank you so much! Ah! Love that, like, my soundboard isn't working at the moment. This is gonna be great. It's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away, but Miles did it, and he didn't get any repercussions, because of the fact that he solved a case, and they all went, yeah, you can have it back, it's fine. 7 years ago, the detention centre, the visitor's room. Oh, Valent, what strange sight doth mine eyes behold? Excuse me? 2 men on either side of a single transparent pane. Yet it seems fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak. The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languishes within these plexiglass confines. There's been no proof I forged anything, nor proof I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits. And what, may I ask, awaits you? A little piano in a cold little hole in the wall. But, since you are here, what shall we discuss? The shooting of Magnifi Grammari, for one. Who pulled the trigger, Valent or his partner Zach? I'm banking on the fact it's probably going to be Christoph, right? And that he snuck in between them. His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If I'm going to get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start. I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent. Yes, he made my attorney's badge disappear and never even touched it. A glorious spotlight always leaves someone weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance is itself a revelation. Revealing what? Zach Grammari killed Magnifi. It's as good as a signed confession. That's certainly been public opinion's take on it. I grow tired of my cage, and the time of my release is near. I must go and prepare. Planning on jumping back into the magic? As long as an audience waits with bated breath, there will be Valent. And also, yeah? And now that my partner has disappeared, Magnifi's repertoire is mine. Valent Grammari has a tradition to uphold. Is that true? Seen in this light, the trial was quite good to me, verdict or not. And you can't pay for that kind of publicity. The suspicion on you hasn't been lifted entirely, Valent. After all, you received one of those letters too. You were just as obligated to follow Magnifi's instructions as your partner. So I was, but only Zach followed them. Let us not speak any more of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot. I'm more interested in learning something else, actually. What might that be? Well, I want to know what Magnifi had up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him? The trick up his sleeve? Oh, perhaps you don't know. Know what? A great magician never reveals his secrets. Oh? Well, how many Cyclops? 4! I didn't think it'd be that easy. The audience must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight. My Magatama, one of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case. It can show me the locks on people's hearts. And if I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama starts it all, and the Magatama ends it. Okay, so I accidentally... Okay, so we already have all this segment. I accidentally clicked the same piece again. Ah! Crime scene photo, notebook page. Do we not have the Magatama on us? Present Magatama. What do we have? Okay. I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this one. There must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth, and that's what I'm going to find. To ask someone to take a life, not even one long for this world, that's asking someone to commit murder. Our mentor was fond of dramatic moves and dramatic finales, and he got his wish, his life was taken. What weakness could be so powerful to coerce someone into committing murder? My guess is it was a matter of life or death. Care to explain? Your troupe lived in a world of showmanship. The flashier the better. And flashy so often meant danger, didn't it? Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. Oh, the gun. Take that! Sam Regal! That's one of ours. Specially designed for your show, I gather. A single bullet, one shot. What are you suggesting? We're magicians, Mr. Wright, not murderers. I'm not crying murder, Mr. Vallant. I'm crying something far more tragic. I've only just realised I've still got the date everything, like, little thing here. There we go. This is fine. I completely forgot about this. Give me a second. There we go. Yep, that made more sense, because I got really confused for a second there. There we go. An accident. Zack and Vallant's quick draw shoot 'em. How long has it been since those shots were last heard? Was the shoot 'em cancelled because someone might get hurt? Of course, what other reason could there be? That's why she's blind, isn't it? Because she literally got, like, either shot in the head or something, and it narrowly missed her. Like, it narrowly missed her, like brain or something. Oh my god. Of course, what other reason could there be? Well, it could have been cancelled because someone had been hurt. Fascinating, my Faustian forging friend. But tell me, what can you prove with a single pistol? Well, tell me what would have happened if there had been an accident. What if one of your bullets took a life on stage? A performance of magic is not concerned with what-ifs. It's concerned with precision. Precisely whom do you claim was shot? Looks like I've chosen the right path. Let's just hope he walks it with me. A life was sacrificed so the show might go on, and it shows who it was. Maybe his diary? Okay, so I don't think we actually have anything that shows who did it. I may not have enough evidence right now to pull this off. Maybe it's time to do a little more legwork. Okay, so now we need to go into other places. I think we go to the Drew Studio last. 7 years ago, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. I didn't want to have to remember that day. Yep, this bit. This bit. We've already said this. You can't declare me guilty. Leaves me with this child as well. He's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Anyway, when I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge, but now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching. Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate. Who's this? Oh, this dude! Hey, you there! Down on your hands, floor on your head now! Wait, what's the big idea? My ears! No unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in here. But that would mean all unauthorized personnel are allowed? Psychs! I just say it like it is, sir, and it's usually wrong. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. We've met before, haven't we? On a case 2 years ago. No recollection of that, sir. For me, working on a case is always in the present progressive tense, sir. There is no past, there's only now. Okay, you're the bailiff. Yes, sir. Court bailiff might me consider your service, sir. I've asked to meet with the bailiff at the court who let the magician escape. Let me try and make this as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. You're with me. But you were a regular police officer. Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir. Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. So you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing. I'm dying over here. Oh, it's a hard knock life, sir. It's a hard knock life for me. Anyway, thrown out of the precinct, lost my wallet, my girl, and even my wallet. I guess I wasn't the only victim here. The last time we met, you were a police officer, right? Case 5 of Game 1. In fact, you're still wearing your uniform. I wish I didn't have to tell you this, but last year tragedy struck a rising star at the precinct. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days. I'm assuming Gant just stole all of them, knowing him. That takes real talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing. So here I am, first to start from square one, a lowly bailiff. But your uniform? I took it with me as a souvenir today I was fired. That can't be legal, right? So you were the one who let the magician get away? A star rises among the court bailiffs and tragedy strikes. Is there anything you can tell me about it? About Zach Grammarai's disappearance? Oh, the humanity! That's enough of that, please. I'd say it's around 2 PM when I heard a commotion. Open the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams open and some guy's face is right there in front of me. So you saw someone suspicious. And I, being a bailiff, I gave chase. I chased that silk hat all the way down to the hall, sir. I have a diagram of the court building here, right? Courtroom number 7 we were in. Okay. That's courtroom number 7 where I was. All by myself, nearly a friend to call my own. And which way did Zach Grammarai run after bursting through from the courtroom door? He went up like this and around the corner like that. So I, with no delay, ran after him with no delay. When I turned the corner, I saw the magic man run into the defendant lobby. I ran. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room. I remember it like it was right here, because it was lobby number 2, sir. You ran into this room? I don't see any place to hide in here. Believe it or not, I didn't believe it. In this room, the magician, gone, vanished like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke. He was just gone. That's impossible. That word, oh, how many times have I said that word? Even the sound of it causes indescribable pain. I'm dying over here. Okay, I won't say it again, I promise. But you have to admit, it's difficult to vanish into thin air. Did you search the lobby? I searched. Why the pause? There was nothing here at all, sir. Nothing was here, sir. How can he talk so loud as to be hiding something? So Zach was in this room when he vanished. Absolutely, I saw him with my own eye. That rolled silk hat, the flowing cape. He ran right in here, right inside the room. Silk hat, cape. That's Zach, all right. But look at the room. There's not a single place to hide. There was nothing I could do, but nothing. What about now? Any ideas? Ideas about what, sir? If you don't mind me asking. You've had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear? Oh, he knows. I have an idea. Is it that he like put his hat and his cape on something else and dragged it to an area like Trucy did in like the second case where she like Trucy did the whole like faking that she was being like held hostage by the Kitaki family. So maybe that's what he did. He used his own version of that, or he used Trucy's to distract him and make his escape while he wasn't looking. But since we don't really have anything, like, what do we, like, I don't think we have anything for that, so I guess we'll have to go somewhere else. Okay, yeah. Okay, we've already been on this segment. At least we don't have to, like, voice this segment now. We don't voice all the flashbacks, because we did this last, last part. 2 weeks had passed. I called her into my office. I mean, it makes sense that, like, she was wearing red and now she's wearing blue. Like, it could be her hat that he used. Or his own. Like, either he gave her his hat or something. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I did some calling around. This is harding to say, but you have no living relatives. So, I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while. Just until your dad comes home. It won't be long. I hope. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you'd like. I could look at some places you might like to stay at. This is so weird.
Mr. Attorney, Dad told me about you. He said I could trust you.
Huh? Really?
If I stay here, does that mean you'll be my family?
Well, I guess. Getting weirder.
Mr. Attorney.
Actually, why don't you call me Nick? Or you can call me Dad if you'd like. It doesn't have to be today, or anything. Aww.
Say Daddy.
Well, that was quick.
If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? And I was thinking I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. So thanks, Dad. On this office, it's a little blur. A little colour goes a long way, you know. Oh, and Dad, you got fired from work, right? Don't you worry one bit. I'll work twice as hard and we'll make it through this.
Trucy, how old are you?
I'm 8. But don't make appearances to deceive you. I'm a young professional.
She's a prodigy, ultimate magician, guys. No, that's Himiko Yumeno.
Stick with me and you'll do just fine.
Ah, thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge?
So, Dad, you got fired from being a lawyer, right?
You could at least be kind of look aside or something when you say that. It's actually kind of hard for me, for Daddy.
I'm sorry, Dad. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other daddy used to talk about that.
Actually, that's pretty accurate.
Here's my idea. Make a new office. Law just seems so stiff. And no one will be my friend at school that way.
Well, that won't do, I guess. I just don't know how much about anything other than law. Even much about law if you were to ask some people. I mean, to be fair, he was an artist at one point. He was an artist who decided to switch courses to law. And then redid his law degree. because he was like a second year at university, and then he decided he was going to go and do law instead, and so he restarted his degree. Which means, like, I've seen so many AUs out there of Phoenix being a court sketch artist instead, and that's how he meets Miles. And then the pair of them are like, oh my god, I remember you, you were my friend at school. Anyway, or even much about law.
Maybe the problem is calling it an office. You should run an agency.
You mean like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent?
You've got me.
A professional?
Yup. I'm directly descended from the famous Zach Grammar.
Directly descended? He's your father.
And now I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Wright.
I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego. Daddy. Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy, Zach?
Sure thing, Daddy.
Which daddy was that again?
Daddy's the amazing, the biggest star chick Grammar, and they're big.
The Grammarites? They were on television a lot. I haven't seen them on much recently, come to think of it.
Big magic happens when you put Zach and Valen together. Once they make a giant waterfall right there on the stage. And this giant trout swam up the giant waterfall.
Let me guess, there was a giant fisherman waiting for him?
I wish I could have seen more of Daddy's magic.
I shouldn't have brought it up so soon.
I wonder what'll happen to me with Daddy and Mummy both gone.
Wait, who's her mum? Yeah, what about Mummy? I haven't heard anything about Trucy's mother.
I have my magic and a great daddy, even if he is unemployed. I think things are gonna be okay.
I wonder if she'll talk about her mother. So Trucy, you're a professional?
Yup. It's like that thing they say, baby frogs grow up to be frogs.
They say that? Tadpoles, you mean?
I thought it was funny though. Aren't baby frogs called tadpoles? Maybe we thought it'd be easier to understand that way for kids. That's stupid.
Right, so in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Trucy? Oh yeah, just to mention, drink of the day is some lemonade and then some blackcurrant squash I've got for later. I've got it in a flask with some ice, so it should still be cold.
Yep, that's right. Well, wanna see a trick?
You're gonna do a magic trick? Sure. I'd like to see your trick. The future of the agency depends on it, after all.
That's the spirit. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da!
It's Mr. Hat! I've got to say, it's good to be seen! Oh, and yeah, this is exactly how she did it. Because it'd be about the same height as her dad. Whoa, that was startling.
The amazing Mr. Hat, isn't it great?
A friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat at your service! He certainly makes an impression.
Doesn't he? I'm glad you like him.
Do my retreats get a bit heady at times, get it? My friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack. Startlingly realistic. Yeah, because it looks like her father with the... She made it to look like him. Who's her mother? Could you tell me about your mummy, if it's okay?
Mummy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage.
On stage? You mean with your dad? Oh. So her mother is Thalassa. And I wonder who Thalassa is. Stares at case 3.
She was always there with Zach and Valen. And then she went away. It was a grand illusion that she made a mistake. She vanished and I guess she didn't know how to get back.
Oh no. Maybe so.
I cried then. A lot. That's when Dad gave me this. Yeah.
The locket. Oh, what did I say? That has Thalassa in it. That's La Miroir, aka Thalassa Grammari. Oh. What did I say? La Miroir is her mother. And because she's blind, she couldn't say. And because she was blind, she couldn't tell it was her. Which is, oh... Did she not, like, recognize her own mother? Because she looks so similar. I'm assuming it's because she had her face mostly covered. And her hair was mostly covered, so you could only see, like, her eyes, but, like... Oh...
And it's the lassie Grandma.
I didn't know her mum had gone missing. And now her dad's vanished too, right before her eyes.
You won't...
Don't worry, I won't vanish, I promise.
Right, you can't even do magic. You're like a backup plan. They'd always said to have a backup plan.
I guess all I rate as is a backup plan. I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much at all at once.
It's alright. It's my family.
I just hope you're ready.
The right talent agency works tomorrow.
But are we representing anyone?
Me and you, that makes two.
I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, you may be a magician, but I'm no talent.
I'm sure there's something you're good at.
When you put it that way.
You don't have any tricks, no old stand mouth. A boy should always have a trick or two in his pocket.
Okay, I'll think of something. I mean...
That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow.
Welcome to the team, Daddy-o! The team, right. Sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light. Okay, so I think we have a way to go back here now. And then we'll do the Mr. Hat thing and then see whether it gives me... Okay, this one. Present Magatama. I love how we can finally get 3D Magatama now. It's only 2, so it should just be like... Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? Spit it out. Hey! Who? What's with the atmosphere in here all of a sudden? You know something, and I'm going to figure out what. That Grandma vanished from this room, so how did he do it? How? Well, sir, I can't say, as I... Why are you so nervous if you aren't hiding something? Well, if you see at the time, I was here and... Well, listen, it was impossible. What could such a little girl possibly do anyway? What did you say? Oh... Sir, did I just say something? No, you screamed it through that megaphone. There was someone else in the room, wasn't there? I'm not gonna have to invoke my right to remain in a state not talking. It's okay, Meekins, you don't have to tell me who Zach's accomplice was. I know who was here in this room that day. It's Trucy... Sir, I never seen that girl until the other day. Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it. That's one. Sir, that day she was here in the room, sir. But he wasn't. You mean you chased her into this room, not him? In my days as a police officer, literally days I learned a thing or two. Okay, just one thing, but it was how not to mistake a girl for a 7-foot tall magician. I don't think he's that tall. 7 feet? Zach isn't that tall. You have a point. I find it hard to imagine anyone would mistake a little girl for Zach. But you saw something, and therein lies the trick. I think you know what it was. Tell me, does this trick look familiar? This one. What's that? That girl's favourite trick, the amazing Mr. Hat. She uses it in her show down at the Wonder Bar. Have you been to the Wonder Bar? It wasn't a waking dream, was it? Come again? That night on stage I saw a vision. Except it wasn't a vision, it was a hat. An amazing Mr. Hat, he really exists. Okay. Yay. Okay, the vanishing trick. I remember clearly, though the details are a little vague. Zach exited the corner room. I gave chase and cornered him in the corner room. don't even think you can escape Meekins. Down on your hands, floor on your head. Hello?
Something the matter, mister?
No, that is... I'm currently chasing a suspect. Zach, do you know him?
I love that Grandma. His magic is the best. I'm his biggest fan.
Ah, that's why you're wearing that costume you're wearing. Yeah, and she's his daughter and going, yeah, definitely, that's definitely what it is. The very same came into this room.
But no one's been in here since except me.
But he has to be in here somewhere. Under the sofa, in the trash can, behind the painting. Under the rug. So Trucy was his accomplice. Imagine my astonished surprise when 1 week later, I just happened to walk into the bar and see him. Mr. Hat. I couldn't believe my own eyes. For a while I thought it had already been a long dream. A dream that lasted a week. But it wasn't the magician. It was Mr. Hat. Though it seemed complex, what really happened was quite simple. Yeah, she gave you a distraction so he could escape. You were standing by the door and now came Zach. But that wasn't all. Another person got in on the act, and she was standing in front of lobby number 2. Along with Mr. Hat. And that's the beauty of it. While you were standing in shock and amazement, the magician rounds the corner and most likely runs through the door into lobby number 1, which is where you come in. You turn the corner in rather lukewarm pursuit. At that very moment, Trucy runs into lobby number 2. Then all she has to do is tuck away the amazing Mr. Hat. While you're questioning her, he runs. I only lost sight of him for the briefest of moment. And then I saw the cape, his red cape fluttering like a cape. Astounding, sir. All my days of posing queries and making inquiries and chasing queries wasted. As if I could see them melting away like an ice cream cone left by the side of the road to die. Or the scattered remains of a messy and chocolate parfait. Such sweet sorrows. I'm sorry. I had no idea how much you'd suffered on account of this case. It's an honor, sir. I've apologized to people many, many times. Sometimes more than once. But this is the first time someone's ever apologized to me. Actually, about that girl. I'm sort of her guardian now. Is it so? You should know that I harbor no ill feelings in my harbor. Okay. I let the defendant escape, that's a stone-cold truth. Just another step on my way from singing the blues to wearing the blues. Someday, sir, I'll be standing side by side with the great detective Guamshu. Meekins, this is a free ticket to the show at the Wonder Bar. If you want, it's an honor, sir. I can't count the number of things I've had taken from me, sir. But no one's ever given me anything for free. I'll see you in court next time then, sir. I look forward to it. Okay, that's our second bit done. All eyes were on Zach Gramrai that day in court, until his mysterious disappearance. Part of the mystery has been revealed, but the magician remained out of sight. It would be 7 years before I met him again. Oh. Oh, that's a new one. Okay, so we've done 2 of them. Okay, let's see whether we can undo the psych lock there. Okay, let's see whether we can do this again, and then maybe it'll work. Okay, we know this section. He still has 4, so we're gonna get... the pistol. An accident happened. A life was sacrificed. I think the locket, because it's got a picture of the lasser in it. But that's, Zach Grammarai's wife and Trucy's mother. Thalassa, I believe, was her name. Like a soul. How can you say this? How can you say she was struck by one of our bullets? Still in denial. Thalassa was at the greatest risk of being shot, and this clearly shows how much danger she was in. Okay, I don't think we have this yet. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's go to Drew's studio. We're going to do all the past ones first, and then we'll see whether we can get present one. Drew's studio. Is this Drew or Vera? Oh, I figured you'd come here sooner or later. I decided on sooner, Drew. Drew Misham, was it? I haven't done anything illegal. And I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions. I suppose you have that right. The entire court descended into chaos. And you stood still, your eyes calmly watching, yeah. I admit it made quite an impression on me. I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations. Phoenix Wright, was it? I'll answer what I can. I'm not sure, but it feels like I'm being watched intensely. Oh, Vera, young Vera. This is my daughter, Vera. Say hello. Leaves. She's gone. Shall we begin then? Judging from this place, you're a painter. Not sadly a profitable one. I've never sold one. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. I would be able to get by were it only me. Your daughter? Her mother grew wary of me and left. I don't want to grow up needy, Mr. Wright, which is why I began my other occupation. Forgeries. Don't look at me with those eyes, I know what it is that I do. More than half of the paintings they bring me are stolen, and who knows what my copies are used for. But some of your works aren't paintings, correct? You may not believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first work outside of painting. What? To think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never even imagined the possibility. Then why did you take the job? I was well paid. Very well paid. I think he feels worse about it than I do. The past is hard to escape. The sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course. It's not going to be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I'll have to remind him. This one. Your work. Don't try and pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy, but that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me. I knew it'd be difficult to escape this. Then let's talk. Well then, ready to tell me about this work you did? It was unlike anything I'd ever attempted. I guess it would be a little different from paintings. That's not what I meant. In my previous work it sufficed to create a copy. This wasn't a copy? The client gave me two things that day. The first was a sample page as a reference. The second, a printed document I can only surmise was written by my client. What's the sample page? Was the sample page the one that was ripped out? The actual sample page was ripped out. So you use the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote. I mean, people do that all the time. Like, that's a thing that happens a lot. As I said, it would be my first job of the nature. So who is your client? As I said, I don't know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it were me, I'd want to know about as much as I could about the requester. I never met them, not personally. Oh, two. A cyclock, of course. Seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work. Alright, let's see what we get for him. And then, if we don't get anything out of him, we'll go to the present and we'll go to the Water Bowl Club. You're hiding something. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Misham? I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I never met the client. True, when I asked the client's name, there were no sight clocks in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. Why are you doing this to me? Well, I've made my stand. No backing down now. So what's I'm hiding? The forger? I can pretty much piece together what it is from what you've said. What is it then? You told me what you knew about the client, and I couldn't see any sight clocks. Psycho locks? Is that some sort of asylum security or a new hairstyle? But then they did show up, didn't they? As I said in court, I don't know. Not personally. His words triggered the psych lock. Again with those psycho locks. Now I really must know what they are. So you didn't meet with the client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence? Perhaps I'm hung up on this lock business, but I'm afraid you've lost me. Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about psyche locks. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there. And your conclusion is? The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Misham. Poppycock. I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work. Made here in my studio. Who else could it have been? Vera. That's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, then I don't have many other people to choose from. The real forger is Vera. The real forger is your daughter, Vera Misham. My daughter's only 12, Mr. Wright. I've always been one more for landscapes, but not surrealism. Nice comeback, but you're shaking in your boots. I've got you now. The only two people with access to the studio are you and your daughter. The psyche locks tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility. I feel very much on the verge of going psycho lock myself. Okay. I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. Wow, so, like, assuming Kristoff is, like, because of the fact that she stared daggers into Clavia, I'm assuming she knows who, and the fact that the pair of them look so similar. Like, Kristoff has to do something with it. Plus, like, we never really got a motive for him killing Zach Gramarye. Like, assuming that he wanted to kill her as well as all the magicians, like, what's his motive here? Like, I'm just questioning this. The one who made this page was my daughter Vera, not I. She's only 12, a genius you might call her. A precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently. I let her play in the studio and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. The drafting tools and analytical devices I bought when they became necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now, so yeah, he did teach her how to. Do I detect a little bit of fatherly pride there? So Vera was the one who made this page. Would she know who the client was? Actually, the client came once, here to the studio. What? Why didn't you say so? But their face was covered and they didn't want to talk to me. So they talked to your daughter? I will speak only with the artist, the client told me. Then that little girl is the key to our mystery's client's true identity. I wonder who it is. What do I do now? Maybe I should talk to her father a bit more. Oh, is this the reason why is this the reason why Phoenix gets so chummy to Kristoff throughout those 7 years? Is it why he starts, like, going, hey, Kristoff, I want to be friends with you now? And, like, Kristoff doesn't know that Phoenix knows about, like, the fact that, like, he tried to kill a bunch of people. and he can't say anything because otherwise his badge will be taken, basically, or he'll come into question again. Maybe I should talk to her father a bit more. Or is it time to turn my attention to Vera? I mean, I'll just talk to Vera because of the fact that I think I've talked about everything else to him, right? Mr. Misham, I have a request. I'm a guest who'd like to speak with my daughter. Can I? My daughter has never been able to talk to strangers. She's quite shy, extremely so. With only one exception, which was, oddly enough, it was that client. I left the studio while they talked. I returned when they'd finished, and she was laughing. First time I'd seen anything of the sort. Let me speak with her. Okay, Vera. Uh-oh, this could be tough. Vera, was it? Would you like to have a friendly chat? I'm Phoenix, ex-Lorna and Oya and pianist. I'm still looking for the keys that say do-re-mi, can't find them anywhere. I'm no good at this. I need something to get through to this girl. Vera, okay, yeah. Okay, so we need to present something to her. I don't think we have anything we can give to her, so... Oh, we can examine? Oh, we can examine this room because it's different to the last one. Oh, that's clever. Okay. What's this painting here? That's one of mine. It's an illustration for a book. Not on sale yet, but I thought it might be a good business. As a father, I'd like to be able to put food on my daughter's table. Not a feeling I know anything about, at least not yet. Paints are scattered all around, probably the ones he's currently using. There's something very artistic about a messy room. Not that it's anything compared to my office. I guess that would make my office a masterpiece. Ooh. Oh, this is her, like... Oh, it's an actual bottle. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. Oh, the thingy's changed. It has the stamp in it now. That's an awfully small frame. What's that inside it? A stamp? Oh, please don't touch that. I'll get in trouble. The stamp belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it. And there's Thalassa in the middle. Zach. Thalassa and thingy. That's Zach and Valen, the Grammarize. The post office issued that commemorative stamp last year, when the Grammarize were at the height of their popularity. Not anymore, now that one of them's vanished off the face of the earth. Vera went to see one of their shows when she was quite small. She's been a dedicated fan ever since. She watched every time they came on TV until the end. The stamp's quite hard to come by here. It's no wonder how she got her hands on it. And what's this thing? It's a pretty bottle. Ah, don't touch that, please. I'll get in trouble. It belongs to Vera. She always puts it somewhere she can see it. There's a light pink fluid inside. Nail polish, I'm guessing. What's this red envelope? Don't touch that. That's, well, it's quite important. The painter's face just changed hues. Better behave. It's tempting to just grab it. This is you and Vera? Mm-hmm. We took that one quite recently. I know, I'm a painter. Why not paint a portrait instead? But I've never been that good at people, unfortunately. Right. Shouldn't you practice then? Okay, so what have we got in the list? Okay, so the other two things didn't get put in the thing. So what if we show her the stamp? Maybe. And ask her what she thinks about the Grammarize, because the fact that, like... What if we tell her the forgery was used to put one of them in jail? And then there's this.
My stamp.
Oh. Hey, she spoke. She can talk. So the stamp. How can I keep her talking? Great magicians. Isn't your grammar amazing? Yes? Oh, that's a new face and expression she has. I especially like those two, Zach and Valent. I mean, they're just so magical.
Aren't they? Aren't they?
Oh my god, you've brought up her special interest. You will get an info dump now. You've brought up her special interest. Whenever I go to one of their shows, I'm like, whoa, magic, you know?
Me too, me too. I love them, they're so cool. It's like magic.
Yes, she's talking, not saying much, but it's a start.
I saw them with Father the other day. The opening ceremony at the Grammar Museum of Magic.
The Grammar Museum? They have one? I guess it makes sense now they have their own commemorative stamp. Have you been to one of their shows?
Just once when I was little with Father. The Grammars on stage, it was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, putting back together. They do it all.
Yeah, maybe you can keep telling me stuff like that. You know, about Zach and Valent, maybe.
Sure.
Alright, better get asking before she changes her mind.
I don't go outside much. I like to paint in here.
Why don't you like the outside?
There's bad people out there.
True, but there are lots of good people too. I should tell you, she was almost kidnapped once. Kidnapped? She's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. I see. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. She said she went to the Grammar Museum, with you, in fact. Yes, she was quite insistent, much to my surprise. First and last time she expressed such a desire.
That person gave me a good luck charm.
A good luck charm?
When I absolutely had to go outside.
Okay, so the client gave her something. Did the client give her the stamp? Apparently, she received something, a gift. From the client, actually. And she won't tell me what it was.
Father, I told you to keep that a secret.
From the client? This I have to hear about. So your father tells me you're good at painting all sorts of things.
I like painting. Father's always very happy when I paint them exactly the same.
So you did this too?
Yep, that was my first job.
Your first?
All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw. But this is totally different. The pen slips and the way the writer held the pen and the pressure on the nib. I'd use a microscope and analyse it on the computer.
She seems happy. Her work was the last nail in the Grammar coffin. I guess no one told her.
They're the best in the world.
You mean True Grammar? Of course.
Father gave it to me.
Your father?
But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you...
He didn't know how you got it?
Oh, I guess I just took it. Yeah.
Took it?
Father got a letter from that person.
That person, you mean the letter was from the client?
We talked about the Grammars forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent the stamp. I didn't want to just send it back, so I took it.
They're a sneaky one, this client. So they're trying to get on her good side. So, you met the person that asked you to do the job. And you talked?
Mm-hmm.
What's this about a good luck charm you received?
I can't talk about it. If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told.
But I really have to know. Oh. Right, time to do some psych unlocking. Oh, shit. Let's see what she's got. You seem to trust this client quite a lot. Because they gave you this stamp?
No, that's not why. They listened to me, to my problem.
The problem that keeps her inside?
Don't go outside if you don't want to. That's what they told me. But when I absolutely have to go out, all I had to do was use a good luck charm.
A good luck charm that your client gave you? I think I know what your client might have given you. Is this your good luck charm? Wait, do we not have it? I thought it was the nail polish. May not have enough evidence right now to pull this off. So yeah, we need... So for some reason, investigating the nail polish here doesn't give it us, which means we're gonna find the nail polish somewhere else. We also need to do something for the detention center as well, so... Let's go to the Borscht Bowl Club. Case 1. Present day, the Borscht Bowl Club. Oh god, Christoph, I'll be taking my leave now. I still have some work to do back at the office. Then I guess I'll go back to my piano. To be honest, it's better when you aren't playing. This frigid culinary dungeon almost feels comfortable. Later then. 2 hours after my shift. Wonder if we'll get any customers tonight. Oh, is this gonna be Zach? Do you know who I am? Who I am? No, but if you hum it, I can play it. Just kidding, I don't do requests. How about a different sort of request? You see, I play cards. Oh, a customer. I was just hoping someone would come in and save me from a night at the Keys. I seek a true competition. I've heard the Borscht Bowl Club is the place for it. Now I see the rumor's true. And this is a friend of yours? Don't mind me, I'm just your friendly neighborhood newsman. He will not be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I shall send him home. This competition will be between us, no others. Gosh, it feels weird to see Zach Grammari in his, being older here. The Right Talent Agency represents 2 artists, and I'm number 2. I play piano. Well, sort of. He's a professional poker player. It's actually just a front for my real talent, which is playing poker. Don't ask me how I got started. I don't remember. But I'm good. Real good. It didn't take long for the rumors to get around. Go to the Borscht Bowl Club if you want a real game. The guy's never lost. People don't want to come here. Don't come to hear me tickle the ivory. They come to watch me play cards. Look, there's Brushel there as well? Is this a seedy poker club? No, it's a restaurant. We don't play for high stakes, and there's no money involved. But real players carry cash, and they're always thirsty. It's a handy source of income for the club owner. Then let's compete. I'll take you to the room. The hideout, yes, but before we go, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shady Smith. His name is Shady Enigma, but his name is... He's like, if I change my surname, you won't know me. I'm Brushel, Spark Brushel, a news reporter. No, Phoenix Wright. You must always look a man in the eye when you make your introduction. You still don't know who I am. Have we met? Oh! I'm talking about this! Poof! Mr. Enigma! Bum 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 bum. You can't be, but you're Zach Grammari? The reincarnation act of the century. Fit to have only an audience of one. You, Zach Grammari. This must be a bad dream. This guy ruined my life. You there?
There.
We will play soon. Ready the room.
I will be preparing the hideout for you.
You really him? The Zach Grammari? Now I'm Shady Smith. Remember that. How many years has it been now? 7-ish? In exactly 3 days from now, it'll be 7. I caused you much inconvenience, I fear. Yeah, you could say that. Is she well? Trucy, I mean. She's fine. I've got her working already. Hope you don't mind. I can hardly express my gratitude, but you have it. This is why I've come. That and to settle a matter of cards. By which you mean poker? His eyes, he's serious. Yeah, because of the fact that the pair of them... Is the reason why she got hit over the head because she found out he was that Grammar. I despise losing above all else. And because he lost to Phoenix the first time they played, he's after a rematch and hopes to settle the score. And so I've decided I will win tonight, no matter what it takes. I know this guy's type and they're dangerous. Everything's about the competition, all else is secondary. Perhaps we should take this time to talk before we play. I know you have much to ask me, and you. We competed that day 7 years ago too. You must have been surprised, called to the detention centre out of the blue. It's only a game of poker. A game I played for a long time and only lost twice. He was the first. The man I killed, of course. Okay, so yeah. You choose by your defense attorneys by playing poker? Some are hired, others fired. When you compete, you see a man's true nature. I know what I speak of. I know that you do. Trucy's power? Trucy? She's in a class of her own. For 7 years I've played poker here at the Borscht Bowl Club. And I've never lost once. I'm good, but not that good. I win because whenever there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. And she sends me signals.
Daddy's got a good hand. Might have a chance if you ask quick. Better call him soon.
Can you tell me what her power is? Judging a person's thoughts by reading their reactions is a staple of performance magic. That's what Apollo does. But those of Trucy's line possess far greater skill. Her line? Oh, give me a sec. Recall you were the second man to whom I've lost. Magnifi Grammari. That was the first time I learned of this power, as you call it. So you're saying her power is genetic? Oh! Oh! Her power is genetic, is it? Guess who else has that power? This is why I said this is never addressed again, by the way. And they never tell each other. Phoenix just doesn't tell them, and it's really like... It's just in the Grammari blood. Blood. Oh. 3. I'm sorry, but it's not something told lightly to outsiders. And it's nothing you need to know at this time. Why, did Thalassa sleep around with that many people? That, like, she has so many random half-children? Some kind of Grammari secret, then? She's 15 this year. She's still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know? When I planned my disappearing act, it was the thought of her alone that gave me pause. You were planning on vanishing from the get-go. And for that, I must apologise. However, I could not be found guilty that day. Oh, is it that, like, Kristoff was listening to this from the back and is like, holy shit, it's that magician I tried to kill that one time. Give me a second. Okay, fun. There. I could not be found guilty that day. Because of this. A transferal of rights. You see the signature? That's the final... Oh, that's the final piece of the paper. We could have used that instead. So that was the true piece of the paper. Oh. A transferal? That's Magnify's signature. I hereby give all rights to secret staging and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. And the recipient's name is you, Zach Grammari. It is I. Wait, this page looks torn. You recall the diary, yes? Oh, it was the wrong page. It just so happens I've here what I believe to be the missing page. How could I forget? That scrap of paper lost me my attorney's badge. This is the real page that was torn from the book. Magnify gave it to me that night. You could have told me that earlier. Like, 7 years earlier. Once again, I must apologize. Apologize? It was all I could do to prepare for my escape from that courtroom. Did you not want to do magic anymore? The greatest of Magnify Grammari's illusions are true art. As such, they're well protected by this document. Only its bearer may perform his illusions on stage. Sounds like a pretty important thing to have if you're his disciple. As a rightful heir to his art, I too wanted a rightful heir. Rightful? I'm sure you know who I chose as my successor. Your daughter. That's why I've risked all to come here tonight. Brushel? Sir, here you go. I can't believe this guy was an important character who just knows all of this. What's this? A letter a letter passing the rights I've inherited to Trucy. I would have you sign here as a witness. But I'm not a lawyer anymore. And you need a public notary. Besides, I may not look like it, but I'm a certified notary. You are? By day I wear a notary's glasses and hunt for news. Also by day I wear a reporter's glasses and notarize. When I take off the glasses I can't see very well. Same, dude, same. Your signature, please. This is the first reason I've come here tonight. I finally figured it out. Now I know why you've come out of hiding. It's been 7 years, you said. Oh, and because of the fact that he's been missing for 7 years, the rights would go to Valant. If Trucy opens that letter now, revealing she's the one with the rights, Valant's gonna go, oh, Valant's not gonna be happy. Precisely. As a law that covers your situation, after 7 years, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. If someone were to vanish from the face of the earth 7 years ago, they would lose all rights as a living person after 7 years, not to mention all of their possessions. Exactly, which is why I'm here. I risk showing my face in public for the sake of this document, before my 7 years are up. You might say I'm securing my daughter's inheritance, but do you really need this document? Wouldn't Trucy inherit your estate automatically? Not in this case, I'm afraid. This case? I received the performance rights from Magnify Grammari. This was done in secret without witnesses. Before Magnify died, 2 potential successors to his repertoire were named. Myself, Zach, and Valant. Not Trucy. I see, so you do need this document. I've known Brushel since before I vanished. He's a man I trust. Now only 3 know of my rebirth. Oh, which is why Brushel's there in the first place. Okay. He's become a slightly better character to me. Still hate his design, honestly. But he's a better character than, Hottie, and a better character than Sal. And there are so many characters that he's just better at. I took the liberty of looking into Trucy's background and found you had no other close kin. So as you say. Okay. I was kind of hoping you'd say something about the mother at this point, but... I know everyone else, but Trucy's mother is a mystery, so we now have to present the locket, I'm assuming? This person in the photo is Trucy's mother. How'd you come by this? Trucy showed it to me. She said her mother was gone. Then it is so. She's gone. What more is there to say? Lots? Oh, I know. Well, you're still here? According to my in-depth research, Trucy's mother, Magnify Grammari's only daughter, end quote. What? Magnify's daughter? Is that true, Zach? Oh, he married McAfee's daughter. Russell, you say too much. Why am I the bad guy? Zach decked him. In any case, Mr. Wright, this discussion is over. Thalassa is the most mysterious of the whole lot. I need to gather me some more evidence. The prelude may have been longer than the main attraction. Shall we begin our game? My final competition. Wait, why? I've come out of hiding today to make this document legally binding. Once that's done, I shall slip once more underground. Without seeing your daughter? Be best if I didn't. 7 years ago we played. 7 years ago I lost. I already lost to McAfee. I do not care to lose to another. And I've heard you never lose. It's just a rumour. Yes, for it's impossible to never lose. Unless one has an ace up one's sleeve. Ah, the pun. As a magician, it causes me no end of irritation. To think a mere lawyer might be out there pulling the wool over so many eyes. Hey, I just signed a document for you. Maybe you could try lightening up. Well, that was that. For my final competition, I will destroy your perfect record, Phoenix Wright. Who are you, Francisca von Karma? I will destroy your perfect record, and I will avenge my brother. This will be my final performance. Okay. You are warned. This guy is beyond serious. So much for a fun evening of cards. Russell, you may leave. But it's your last game. I mean, a scoop. I punch and I punch, but still it's not enough. I just remembered a prior engagement. You little gentleman. Oh, and nice meeting you, piano man. No, that's Clavia. Let us begin. Dealer. You will be witness to our competition.
It is honored for me.
Why haven't I seen her around here before? That reminds me, I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He didn't seem to notice me, however. Ah, Christoph. Gavin, I believe is his name. You know him? After a fashion. Listen, Phoenix Wright. One can learn much from a true competition. Remember this. And that's how he died. The Grammar power. I was close to understanding it, but I needed more. And I knew where to get it. Trucy's mother. I should have, I'm assuming that just presenting the locket would have unlocked the Magatama anyway. So I'm assuming that's why it didn't give me the option to undo the locks. I need to read that reporter again, that was clear. And one other thing. From the moment my final competition with Zach began that night, a name was running through my head. Christoph Gavin. The name of a man now in prison. A name Zach Grammar I knew, but how? And why? Let's go to the cell. Solitary cell 13. Oh, hello. Well, isn't this an unexpected surprise? What errand brings you down to my cramped confines? Gavin. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's bed? My past is like my logic. Nothing's changed. Fine. Glad we could have this little tete-a-tete. You look well, Phoenix Wright. You too, Gavin. I'm gonna quickly BRB. Just for a quick bathroom break because of the fact it's been like an hour and a half. So I'm just gonna quickly. Gonna do this. There we go, we are back. Let's talk to Christoph. Gavin's murder. Oh. Wait, he died? Anyway, no. Life has been full of surprises for both of us. I've no doubt you never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours. And I bet you never expected to wind up here. Shady Smith is the name of the man you killed. Do you know who he really was? Who he was? Zach Grammari. You know, the defendant. I remember him, of course. Oh, this smug-ass face as soon as he says that. As soon as he says, oh... This smug-ass guy. Oh my god. I remember him, of course. But you say Smith was Zach? Impossible. Don't even try and tell me it was a coincidence. What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think? After that trial you were arrested and found guilty, so... But your motive was never made clear. So that is what I said earlier this stream, that his motive was just never made clear. A mistake I plan to remedy. You're not an attorney anymore, Phoenix Wright. What possible conclusion do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I'm an evil human being. Isn't that enough? Not for me, it isn't. I need to know why you did it, Gavin. You recall that case 7 years ago? Ah, yes, the trial where Zach Grammari pulled his famous vanishing act. My father won his fair share of praise and adoration for that trial. Genius prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, was it? That's when I met you, wasn't it? Or was it now? The Bar Association Review Board voted unanimously for the strictest punishment. Unanimous, save for one dissenting opinion. Yours. It was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position. For 7 years we've been friends. And yet, I still don't understand you. But right, your friendship towards me was never quite pure. You suspected me then, as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what I think. You just didn't brain a guy with a juice bottle for no reason. Tell me why you did it. Persistent, aren't you? I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game, that Grammari mentioned your name, Gavin. He didn't seem to notice me. Gavin. After that, he was killed, and I asked you to help me. Because I remembered your kindness back when everyone else had turned on me. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Someone hit him hard. Me, please. The cops should be here any minute. Oh, this is literally the beginning. I have to know. Why did you kill Shady? No. Why did you kill Zach Grammari? Oh, Zach. Oh. How many have we got? Why are they black? Why? They're always red. Why has he got black Cyclops now? Are these a new thing where I'm gonna have to, like... Dark, cold, and full of despair. No, that's Danganronpa. Speaking of Danganronpa, Ace Attorney crossover just ended in Silver Gunner, and I need to see whether they... I want to see the trial conclude. No! Something wrong, right? I've only just realised. Right now, you can see the the polish bottle that Vera has. He has it. I wonder, No, it's nothing. You shouldn't push yourself too hard. Life is to be taken easy, you know. He's doing his nails. I love the fact that is what he's doing. He's taken to doing his nails now. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go back and investigate. Let me show you exactly. Oh, wait, there's a yellow envelope. Didn't in the last trial, didn't he say that there was a yellow envelope on the side, not a red one? That envelope's been bothering me since I came in here. It's not nice to peek at other people's mail. You get mail here in jail? That I do, though they read it first, apparently. Still, I'm allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages and the like are a different matter. Looks like sneaking a peek is out of the question. You're thinking, what self-respecting man would use nail polish? Not really. I know appearances are a big thing with you. You know what I say? One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails. I love the idea that he just has, like, perfectly manicured, like, what is it? Are they, like, is it French tips, which are, like, the boxy ones? Let me search it up. Give me a second. Yeah, he has, like, perfectly manicured French tips. And he's just, like, waving them at you. First rate in all things, except nothing less. That certainly does look like first-rate nail polish. I like the sparkly bottle. It's crystal. If you're so drawn to it, have one. It's on me. Colourless nail polish as well, so yeah. It's strange, you know. Here I am in solitary, and yet the books keep piling up. Looks like you got more than books up there. My collection. I've got a few friends on the prison staff. They show me a little kindness. Just a little? Okay, what else have we got? Oh. That's some chair. Just looking at it makes me want to take a seat. Probably have to add a whole digit to the price of one of my office chairs. And here, a comfortable chair is the most valuable thing in the world. You would have to add 2 digits to the price of standard prison issue chair for these. Those prison chairs don't look so bad either. Maybe I should redecorate. Okay, I think that's it. And and it didn't even give me an option to do the cyclox. Nice roses. You taking care of this one here? She's surprisingly delicate. Requires careful tending, but she is my best friend. Best? Come on now, I'm starting to feel bad for you. Of course, she's known to bite if handled roughly. Your rose bites? I was speaking of the photo next to the rose. My retriever Vongol. Cute but feisty. Every dog has its thorn. Apparently, isn't it like the name of like a food, Vongol? Okay, there we go. I guess now we can go to we can go to the studio. And we can now show her the nail polish, maybe? No, we need to do it in the sight clock, don't we? Okay. Just 2, which is good. It's not like 5. The good luck charm is this one. This is what they gave you, wasn't it? The same bottles over there on your desk. Your good luck charm, right? It feels weird going between the past and the present. This feels very Zero Escape, with the idea of, like, going to the present, picking something up, and then showing it to someone in the past. Look, here's your arm! Or look, here's some bomb passwords. It's like...
Cosmetics are once thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. Has the power.
Of course it does. I'll refrain from commenting anymore on that one. I think I know who gave you that bottle, actually. The one who asked you to do this job. Was this the client?
Take that!
God, he's 25 at this point. He would have been 25 here. This man is a friend of mine. His name is Christoph Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually.
I promise not to tell.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I can't talk about the client, I promised. If I break my promise, the spell won't work.
I don't need a name anymore. I've got my answer. You're pretty confident in his charm then.
I think it might be the devil.
Huh?
Or maybe an angel.
What do you mean?
I saw it. I think I saw it. And they gave me this. I saw the devil's face.
You saying the client's face looked like the devil?
The client was gentle with a gentle smile.
So where'd you see this devil?
It was quick. I don't remember well. But that's when I knew that person wasn't like other people. That's why I believed in my good luck charm.
I'm not sure what this devil she saw was, but it's pretty clear Christoph Gavin has her charmed. I guess that's all. I'll be leaving now. I'm sorry for what happened. I want to apologise to my client, Zach Grammar.
Did I do something bad?
What makes you think that?
Your eyes are sad.
I'll put on my smile next time I come, promise. I hope to see you smile then too, Vera.
Okay.
Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger, I witnessed something of vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realised it, it was already too late. I think we need to close out this one, because otherwise we don't get anything. I'm gonna drink. Okay. I think we have everything that might do with this now. Okay, danger is the gun.
Take that!
And then we have the locket. Life, and this shows who it was, the locket. Is it gonna be this thing? Or this thing? Could be this, the commemorative stamp.
Take that!
Because it was sent from the client. True Grammar Eye's performances were very popular. So popular they even made a commemorative stamp at the height of your fame. We were not merely the latest craze, we were an age. A golden age. It's all here on this stamp. There's the lasser, yes. Trucy's mother is missing, I hear. What happened to her? I don't know. A part of his memory is still locked up. There's one thing you're failing to address. As you say, our troupe was a world unto itself. If our leader Magnify was so inclined he could hide anything he wished. But Mr. Wright, then he would have hid a crime marking him as an accomplice. Not a great foundation for blackmail. Balance got a point. If one of the troop members died in an accident and Magnify covered it up, his innocence had come into question. Found the right address, Mr. Wright. I'm so close, there has to be something about how the lass's death could affect Zack and Valent's relationship. Senior Eyes, you still have something to say. How can you prove more than you already have? I'll prove why the lass's accident tied your hands so completely... A person? Because I don't think we have... Because if we present just the lasser herself... Because she's unknown. Or we could present her with Trucy, maybe. It's going to take a little knowledge of the players to crack this one. A little knowledge of the players? Like us, or of the magicians? The accidental death of Zack's wife dyed both your hands. Oh, because of the fact that she was his daughter. It wasn't a question of who shot Thalassa. Thalassa herself was the problem. What do you mean? She was Zach Gramarye's wife, Trucy's mother, and Magnafy's only daughter. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. If that wasn't the key to Magnafy's power, I don't know what was. It was an accident. Oh, but she's not dead, though. They blinded her. There's no proof, none at all. But Thalassa went missing, and your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. It doesn't take a genius to pull one and one together. Oh gosh, give me a sec. Oh. Ours was a complex family. You mean Trucy Gramarye? The Master Magnafy, his only daughter, and his two disciples. That does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted in faulty flights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident. But that's all it was, an accident. Zach and Valent's tour de force. The guns blaze, the bullets fly straight towards the beautiful body on stage. And then into everything but her. Happened one day when we were practicing, same trick with a new twist and tragedy. As for whose bullet stole Thalassa's life, we shall never know the answer. But she's alive, that's the whole thing. She didn't die. They narrowly missed her. Thalassa disappeared and Zach was bereft of his wife. Trucy lost her mother, and Magnafy his daughter. And that led to blackmail, I take it. It's all part and parcel of the darkness that comes when the curtain falls. Why did Magnafy try and cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died. All I can say, it was a critical time for Trucy Gramarye, a passing of the torch from Magnafy to Zach and Valent. We sacrificed so it might be a success. Thalassa's death was the greatest sacrifice of all. And yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, we, myself and Zach, found we could no longer oppose Magnafy's wishes. He forced us to perform his art for his benefit. I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter, but you don't find cowardice in his actions? To decide to hide the truth of your own daughter's death is one thing, but then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads? Things were dark behind the scenes of Trucy Gramarye, that's for sure. Does Trucy know? She wasn't told, naturally. Who would want to know their father might have taken their mother's life? I hadn't thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up old memories, but this has helped a lot. Not to find Magnafy's slayer, I should think. After that accident, there was one who came sniffing quite persistently. A reporter? He called himself a newsman all the time. Often I spied him lurking about the dressing room. Would you happen to remember his name? I'm assuming Sparkbrush, alright? What was his name? I don't have forgotten. In the course of the interview, he became quite close to my partner, Zach. So this is Sparkbrush's whole thing? I liked him not. I see. His name I do not recall, but he sent the cloying aroma of mint. Whenever he smiled, which was far too often. Thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. You will not uncover answers, only wounds. I'd begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Trucy Gramarye, and I began to realise what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned, the newsman, I never learned who that was at the time, so... Though I've got a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile and the sickly sweet smell of mint. That last flostering thread connecting Zach Gramarye to this world. Hey Maxon, thank you so much for the head pats. Ah. Oh, my dog is woofing at me again. Because she thinks that my cat is in the room, but she's not. Hey, we are finishing Apollo Justice today, and we're about... I don't know how long we are into it, but we'll find out. We're about 2 hours in. I think we might actually finish this earlier than expected. We might finish this in maybe 3 or 4 hours. Because I was expecting this to be like 6, but it's not. I don't know. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Anyway, sooner or later I'd have to track him down. Pasta check. Oh, thank you. And a hydrate. That's given me... Give me a second. Let me grab my drink, actually. No. There we go. We are now in the future. Oh, we've got the other 2. Give me a sec. Yep. Move that there. Ow. My dog is woofing at me again. There we go, hydrate. Thank you. Come on. My headphones are caught on the seat again, damn it. There we go. This is fine, everything's fine. We're doing a great time, guys. There we go. Oh, gosh. There we go. Right. We have Borscht Bowl Club, the Solitary Cell 13, which is where Christoph is, the Drew Studio, and the Sunshine Coliseum. Thank you for the head pats. I need to include more stuff soon. I'm planning on doing that maybe next week. BRB? Okay. Hey, what do we have here? Remember me? Of course I remember you. Journalist meets ex-attorney in bar, end quote. Can I ask what you're doing here? Mr. Misham was poisoned and his daughter's... Oh yeah, I know how I know, yeah. Caused me no end of grief, to be honest. Yeah, that makes sense. Journalists wish he'd tracked down the case just a little quicker, end quote. Were you on the trail of the case the whole time? So Grammar was a good friend. Zach said something to that effect back at the Borscht Bowl Club. What a character, what a man. If a little... No, a lot. No, extremely rough around the edges. Do you think I could ask you a few questions? No, are you serious? I mean, I'm usually the interviewer, not interviewee. Journalists ask questions, not the other way around, end quote. Fine, shoot, I don't care. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately, and, well... The family of forgers. It was tragedy what happened to Drew Misham and his daughter. Give me a second. There we go. Oh, there we go. That feels better. There we go. I was trying to put something on my lap and it was like, ah. Forgery is a serious crime and they paid the price. You know what really did them in though? Yup. A forged diary page. The night I interviewed him, I found out something about Mr. Misham I hadn't known. You know, he always felt like he was being watched. Every day for 7 years. Walls of ears, potatoes of eyes, end quote. Well, being watched, you mean he felt guilty? No, I'm not talking about feelings. I felt watched too. The whole time I've been on this case, no less. You get the tingling sensation on the back and neck. Freaks out, end quote. Because you felt guilty? No, because there's probably a camera somewhere. Why would I feel guilty? You felt like you were being watched, huh? Wonder what that all means. Drew Misham felt like he was being watched. And you along with him. You sure it wasn't just nerves? Nerves? No, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves a long time ago. But I felt it too. Journalist sure he was being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Gremroy got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me? He completely vanishes from the courtroom. Then, for 7 years, he talks to no one, not a soul. Just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacts me in order to have this made. And then he dies. Starting to put the pieces together, are we? And you were being watched this whole time. Maybe not just me, maybe you were too. Well, yeah, because of the paintings. Well, I met Zach through that case, actually. You mean the shooting of Magnifique Grammari? No, before. It's not widely known. You mean the accident? During the quick draw shooting practice? You're well informed. You should have seen me back then. I've dug up quite the scoop. I wanted it all. Money, fame, women, a little puppy, all for me. I was younger then, and my days and nights smelled of fresher mint than they do now. Valen Grammar did mention one particularly nosy reporter. I was on close speaking terms with Magnifi at the time. I knew his daughter too, of course, Thalassa. Really? Then Thalassa disappeared quite suddenly, and Magnifi wouldn't say a word. My evil habit got the better of me. A journalist catches scent of a scoop, goes on feeding frenzy. End quote. I set up a one-on-one with Thalassa's husband, Zach. Something strange was in the air of a true grammar in those days. The whole screwy mentor-controlling disciple scene had started by then, I'm guessing. Thalassa, she was part of it all, right? Well, come on, you can tell me, off the record. I'm sorry, I don't know. Anyway, I kept crying and eventually became friends with Zach. Sure, he punched me once or twice, or 5 times, but over time he came to see me as his confidant. He's been waiting this whole time, 7 years, huh? For his big comeback, of course. A big revival of the Magnifi miracle. Of course it was all a dream. Because of this. The performance rights. In the absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say this old man didn't give the rights to both Zack and Valant? So Valant waits until Zack died, legally. The time finally comes and Valant's like a kid on Christmas morning. He's getting ready for a show at the Sunshine Coliseum, you know. If the document sees the legal light of day, well, it's gonna put a bit of damper on the big show. He's a sorry one, that Valant. Lost out to his partner at work and in love. Oh, he wanted Thalassa and Zack got her first. Same old story, 2 disciples and their mentor's only daughter. What's 3 sides and all of them pointing? A love triangle. Love triangle, oh my god. Zack liked Valant? Valant liked Thalassa and Thalassa liked Zack? Why couldn't they just throuple it? That is pretty classic. Oh, I accidentally just did that. Give me a second. When you're performing troupe, that's your world. It's like family. One with an entire high school's worth of drama, intrigue, and backstabbing. And in the middle, Thalassa is Trucy. And then she dies. I need to find out more about Thalassa. The locket, I'm assuming. Mr. Brushell, do you know this person? Do I know her? Of course. I was friends with Zack, after all. He hit me a few times. 5, actually. But still, I'd never forget his wife. Thalassa. Magnifi's only daughter. Do you think you could tell me more about her? Well, why the heck not? Okay, cool. So, Thalassa married Zack in a Trucy. It was her second marriage, actually. You mean she was divorced? I hadn't heard this one before. Not quite. Her late husband was a performer too. Apparently he died during some gig. Tragic, really. They had only been married 1 year. I didn't know. But she was a beauty. I still carry a portrait photo of her around, you know. And she has... Oh, wow. She has 2 bracelets. She has 2 bracelets, and guess who has the other one? I'm assuming that Apollo has one, and Trucy has the other. She didn't wear bracelets in her new kind of persona. So Apollo got given 1 bracelet, or like he's for some reason got given one of them. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And Trucy got given the other. She got the better deal, really. She's got you for family, after all. What do you mean? Just reminiscing, you know. Because of the fact that, yeah, she has been married twice. And she had 1 child with both marriages, from what I remember about this game. She'd 1 child from each marriage, and I wonder who those children are. They ended up with a bracelet each. Yeah, the last is another child besides Trucy. I wonder who it could possibly be. What? But Trucy said she was only a child. Yeah, so she has a half-sibling. She has a half-brother, actually. This one she had with her previous husband. A previous husband? Her first husband died during a performance? Yep, they had themselves a kid, another orphan now. That's another one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are now. They went to Karine, didn't they? Thalassa had another child? Do you think I could borrow this photo? Sure, I can be generous. don't need this locket anymore. Better return it to Trucy before I forget. People and events all get tangled together bigger and bigger, don't you think? I was too busy wondering what bigger to listen to what you were saying. Sometimes you just gotta accept you won't be able to untangle it all, I think. Maybe so, but still. I have to do what I can. And I have to tell what I find to those who come next. I'm not the one who'll close the curtain on this little play. Apparently that's not my role anymore. Magnify. I was just wondering what Magnify would think of all this. Well, haven't you seen it in Trucy? She's got his power. You mean how I can't lie to her? It's the same with Magnify. It's his daughter, Thalassa. Strange thing. You think it's some Grammar gene? Magnify told me once, back when Zack married Thalassa, said Zack had good eyes. But not good like a Grammar-Eye's eyes. I wonder if Zack ever played a game of poker with his wife. Who knows what the Grammar-Eye secret was? Maybe nobody now that Zack's gone. I wonder who else has that power. Zack Grammar-Eye. The plot had finally begun to reveal itself. We know who her other child is because I can't wait. I love seeing... Once I've played this and once I've finished, I need to see other people's reactions to this twist. To, like, people realizing about Thalassa's other child. Oh. It sprouted from a warp in the Grammar-Eye fabric and grew, wrapping itself around the Grammar-Eye's power. A power which passed from Magnify to Thalassa to the next generation, and I would once again need to meet the one who bridged it all together. Okay, so now we gotta go back to the Borscht Bowl Club, and we need to undo the Cyclops. Let's do it. I have to know more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she can see right into people's minds. The first time I saw her do it, it blew mine. And after you were done having your mind blown, you took her to play cards. Gotta use the resources at hand, I always say. Yet I myself have no such power. But Trucy does. Why's that? Maybe Trucy got her power from her mother, Thalassa. I will not speak of that. Thalassa is officially missing, correct? And I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. It's the accident, and this is what we showed to Thingy to show about the accident. The three of you were a team once. Not that the entire country doesn't already know that. You're Peaky with the biggest stars around. Yet, there's another story behind the fame. One that not many know. Thalassa lost her life during a rehearsal. To you and Valent's Grammar-Eye's bullets. It was an accident, it wasn't me. How could I shoot my dear Thalassa? I'm sure Valent would say the same thing. It's just like another murder I might mention. How you? Her eyes, I love Thalassa's eyes. To think they could read my mind was frightening. Yet there was a warmth that felt like an embrace. And because she's blind, she can't use her powers anymore. She's dead and Magnify has joined her. So the only one with her power left now is... Trucy? No, there's two of them. Zack? I don't know. I don't need any power to see through that one. There's someone else. Someone other than Trucy. Someone who inherited Thalassa's power. What would I know? My chances are slim. It would take a miracle to learn the truth. Or maybe one has already occurred. There is someone else with the power, and I know who. It's Apollo.
Take that!
This boy? His name is... I forget. Something weird. We love it. So that's how he gets his bullshit power. That makes sense. Who could he be? An attorney. Attorney? I noticed him when I went to visit a friend's law office. So what are we to make of this, oh great ex-attorney? You can show me pictures of strange boys all you like, but you could at least say something like, I'm this boy. I could use a laugh. Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. This might not be 100% proof, but it's close. There's a link between this boy and Thalassa. Actually, it's more of a ring. Perhaps this will refresh your memory. I happen to have evidence showing this missing link. Is it the picture because of the, because of the bracelets? Because of the bracelets and he wears one of them. I know something. Your marriage to Thalassa was her second. How did you know? Her first husband died a year after they were wed, yes? He was a performer. They met when he joined us Grammarise as a guest in our show. After Thalassa wed him, she left the troupe. And you say she had a child then? I have a photograph of her here. And it's the same bracelets that Apollo wears. I couldn't help what she was wearing when I first saw this. Those bracelets stand out. They're a Grammarise family heirloom. This boy wears a bracelet just like the ones in the picture. What? That's why. Why what, Mr. Zack? I took this photograph of Thalassa before she left us. When she returned, she wore only one. Yeah, and then Trucy got the other. I bet I know where that other one went. She gave it to this boy, her son. Yeah, I can't wait to see people react to that twist. Except I got spoiled on that before I played this for the first time, and I was like, really? This strange power, I myself do not know where it comes. Yet the fact is it passed down the Grammarise line. It runs in their veins. What is it? I asked her, Thalassa, once. This is what she told me. In response to tension in others. Tension? If she were to face a person, they become tense. Then she would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it. So she could just see it. Not quite, this is the strangest part. She wouldn't realise she was subconsciously detecting the tension without the use of a particular object. Or in her case, objects. The bracelet. Wait, were they something she wore? Her bracelets. I admit the first time I saw one of those, I felt there was more to it than just fashion. What kind of power could a bracelet have? I've made a decision. I'll tell you all I know. Consider it a gift. Oh my god, there's so many. And the fact is, I don't think they ever tell. Phoenix just... I don't know whether he tells Apollo this, like, at all. Oh... I hardly need to tell me at this point, but those two. Our brother and sister, yes. And the brother too has this power. So Trucy is an older brother. I wonder what will come of that. Apollo's more convoluted backstory. Hey guys, I'm Dual Destinies. Mr. Wright, tonight after our game is done, I will return to a life of hiding. I would not see her live her life without knowing. I understand. I'll tell the two of them when the time is right. I'm in your debt once again. No kidding. Is that why he found Apollo? When Apollo was working for Kristoff, is that why he specifically told Kristoff he wanted Apollo? Because he wanted Apollo to work for him? Because he wanted to tell Apollo that Trucy was his half-sister? What I want to know is how this all got to be so messed up. Yeah, it feels like Phoenix has nothing about his family and Apollo has way too much about his family, exactly. Those bracelets are made of a special alloy. It's said to expand and shrink very slightly in response to body warmth. So they're temperature sensitive. That's how they can shrink to the exact size of their wearer's wrist. And this is something to do with the power? What have I told you? The Grammarise power reacts to tension in others. When a Grammarise senses tension, they too become tense. And this tension translates into minute contractions of the muscles. So minute they cannot sense it on their own. They're muscles, so that's what the bracelets are for. With the bracelet on, one can sense these contractions, because the bracelet is always a perfect fit. So when the person they're watching gets tense, the bracelet feels tighter. Precisely. That alone doesn't really count as mind reading. I believe I understand how the process works. It's a simple question of eyesight. I guess that sounds simple enough. Have you ever heard of kinetic vision? Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity? I've heard of it. They say athletes can see a moving ball like it was stopped if they focus. But they're not confined to sports alone. It all relies on the ability to focus. When we focus, we can see many things. The faintest twitch of the face and the meaning that lies behind it. Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. One must know the mind of a crowd before one may distract it. So basically, what you're saying is the Grammarites can see really well? Them seeing is more than believing, it is knowing, and because Thalassa can no longer see, she can't use her power. Their power relies on eyesight combined with exceptional focus. Things are starting to come into focus for me too. Of course, it's difficult to maintain such levels of focus for any length of time. But what if someone could tell you when to focus? Or something? Precisely. But wait, Trucy doesn't have any bracelets. You're talking about poker. The timing of when to focus is so elementary, she probably does it without thinking. I doubt Trucy herself has realised it. That is all I know about all things Grammari. Thank you, Mr. Zack. If this boy's bracelet is the real thing, then he will use it before long, thereby awakening his power. I'll keep that in mind. Well, shall we play a game? I've said so much. Let me say one more thing. I will tell you of that night. That night? The night my mentor passed from this world to the next. There were 2 pistols and 2 letters sent. This was Magnafy's test. In his last years, Magnafy worked us to the bone, to the pain. But that night I couldn't shoot him, so I shot the clown's forehead instead. This, it seems, was the correct answer. Take this, I give my art to you, Zack. It's thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight. Though I would not have minded dying by your hand. How could I shoot you? You're my mentor. Oh, I thought you might say that. I went home without shooting anything. What would you have done then? Of course, I would have given Valent his chance. And if I'd shot you in the forehead instead, then it would be over. If your Valent was to shoot me in the head, then I to the darkness would go and my art with me. A fitting end, don't you think? Yet this ending gives me no cause for regret. I thank you, Zack. And I am sorry. I've done much that was wrong in my day. Seems that Magnafy wanted you to be a successor all along. That's why the time he gave you was earlier than Valent's. Perhaps, but it's not something we'll ever know for sure. What is Valent up to these days? Waiting for you to die. If 7 years pass like this, the performance rights go to him. Ah, now here I am and his dream is ended. It's worse than that, actually. Public opinion's a fickle thing. What? You don't mean to tell me they put the blame on the mentor's death on him? The trial ended when you vanished. There were even rumours that Valent had helped you pull it off. But that's madness. Seems that before I can once again disappear from this world, I've one more act to perform. Isn't it odd that sorting out my life should prove so complicated? Even though I'm dead. So this is the actual conversation they had. That night Zack Grammar was killed. He died as Shady Smith, a mysterious traveller with a secret path. But he left one thing behind before he parted. This. To whom it may concern, 7 years past, I, Zack Grammari, murdered my mentor, Magnafy Grammari. I apologise for the trouble caused by my sudden departure from court and hereby confess to my crime. Of course, he'd killed no one. This was his way of tying up loose ends with his old partner, Valent. Right, there's that one. I guess we'll go back here. Can I not? Okay, so no, I can't like look at that yet. Okay. I'm gonna go to the Sunshine Coliseum for now. And then see what it does. Hey, Valent. This is a blast from the distant past. Long time no see, Valent. 7 years has it been? Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. I came because there's something I want to ask you. I've spoken to the press, I've nothing more to say. I've spoken to a lot of people myself and come to some conclusions. But then I realised I needed to hear it from you. I've walked a difficult road these past 7 years. Because you can perform Magnify's repertoire? Do not be deceived, Valent's skill is the real deal. I don't require my mentor's hand-me-downs. No, it's my partner who slowed me on my way. Zach? His rather well-performed disappearing act was the end, or so I thought. Zach Gramrai murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime. He said something that had effect 7 years ago. I remembered it as 'twere only yesterday. That was not the way of it in the end. For a while he vanished, and the suspicions upon my own person never did. His partner Zach vanished to protect him. That's what those thieving magpies of a press said. I had no idea. The very same press comes to me now, feigning interest. They cover the greatest magic show in history as if it were a vaudevillian distraction. And here I must stand smiling at them all. What if I am not a player in some fiendish farce? Might I suggest it's because you never made it clear what happened? Magnify's death is still a mystery. Which is why I came here, to get the answer from you. Only 2. I know it would be seen these sooner or later. The audience has no business stepping upon the stage. They must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight. Sounds an awful lot like something I heard 7 years ago. Oh, I accidentally clicked on it instead of... Let's see what we've got. Ask what you will, you'll get nothing from me. I'm as much of a part of this affair as you are now. I have to know what happened. For 7 long years I've endured. Now finally the curtain lifted on my new golden age. All the miracles of our troop within my grasp. Sorry to do this, Valent, but right now I need answers. I think I'll start by dropping a bomb. That should shake things up. I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. Not as long as I have this. Because of the fact... And what might that be? I see it bears the Gramrai seal. I should have brought this to your attention sooner, honestly. But I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite so fast. What is this? A document showing the true recipient of the performance rights to Magnify's miracles. Zach Gramrai wrote this? He passed everything to his daughter? Trucy Enigma. Actually, she's officially my daughter these days. Zach's gone, vanished into the void. This is the genuine article. Zach was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify. Oh. That's one. Why does fate toy with me so? Why was my life we lived in thrall to the dead? You're not the only one with that problem. But he stopped Magnify. It was Zach. And then he left and my career as a magician fell into darkness. Do you think there might be some way out of it? Say if you could prove Zach Gramrai shot Magnify. Was that why you testified? My way out. It should have been my way out. Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Valent. All you need is a way to prove your case. Who really killed Magnify Gramrai? Oh, and then present his confession. I believe I have the answers to your prayers right here. Zach Gramrai wrote one more thing before passing on. But this is a confession, in which he admits to the killing of Magnify Gramrai. See, all according to your plan. I'm a magician by trade. Deception is my life's work. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet it seems the tables have turned. Now I am in the audience believing in the deceptions I've wrought upon myself. Zack wrote this right in front of me. After I explained your situation to him. Oh. Here we go. You do know that this confession is nothing but lies. It's my opinion Zack Grammar killed no one. You must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. Two received instructions, but if one of them is innocent, the one who remains is guilty. That would be the logical conclusion. So he vanished to protect me, his partner. A stirring tale, 'tis true. Did you shoot McAfee Grammar in the forehead? If I had and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police, perchance? Do as you will, there's nothing left me now. It is true, after all. I have little talent I need in my Mentor McAfee's repertoire. It was as if a little demon grabbed hold of me. I knew it. So Valent did kill the great McAfee. Oh, sorry, Mr. Wright, but it was not I who shot my mentor. Oh! Neither of them I think it was a third party. Like I said at the beginning of this case, I think it's a third party. I think it could have been Christoph who came in and did it. What? If it wasn't you, then who was it? There wasn't another disciple, was there? Another disciple? I don't know. Knack and talent Grammari? What fancies can be further from the truth? I mean, Thalassa could have done it. That would be really weird if she had done it. Only Zack and Valent received those threatening letters. But there was another. One more person could have fired that pistol that night. I don't suppose you've figured it out by now. Himself? It wasn't Zack or Valent. And it had to be the only other person at the scene, which means... Wait, you don't mean... Great McAfee himself. So McAfee committed suicide? You find it hard to believe? To be honest, I hadn't even imagined it as a possibility. When I arrived that night, the old man was alive. He appeared to be asleep. I couldn't shoot him, but when I turned and made to leave the room, the old man called out to me. So you speak with McAfee, and this is why I knew what he had done. McAfee transferred the rights to his repertoire to my partner, not me. Then I guess I owe you an apology. I was thought you were the one who did it. You owe me no apology. My crime was, in a way, more serious than that of murder. What? Your crime? Is Valent confessing something to me? What could be more serious than murder? You see, I knew the two letters had been sent. There are no secrets between partners. It was easy to find out. That was when I understood his plan. He wanted to die by one of your hands. Little did I expect it had anything to do with the rights of his repertoire. That's when I heard it. The little demon whispering inside my heart. The demon? I had intended to shoot McAfee, and I planned on framing my partner for the crime. What? That night I prepared something before going to McAfee's hospital room. IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on an earlier visit. If Zack did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then I would use the IV fluid to place the murder on his hands. That was my plan. But you didn't shoot him. I couldn't. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. McAfee called me back. I'm sorry, Valent. I'm giving my magic to Zack. You still lack the draw he has. Please help him if you can. So he wanted them to work together. I left the room. And then I stopped. The shock had what had been told consumed me. That is when I heard the gunshot. Grammar killing himself? Then the demon awoke anew. Zack killed him, he was the one. Frame him and the magic will be yours. I altered the scene of his suicide. I took the pistol from his hands, wiped off the prints, and used the syringe to add the IV liquid I brought. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. McAfee died and you framed Zack for his murder. As planned indeed. The outcome was somewhat different than I'd anticipated. What do you think? Do you believe my story? Can it be believed? That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valent. Thank you. It's I who should be thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I'd lost everything could I make my decision. You're going to turn yourself in? My partner may have vanished, but not so my guilt. And so my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My friends, my performance rights, my magic. I've had enough of vanishing acts. I understand. I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. But Zach Grammari was alive. Well, not anymore. And now it occurs to me. What if he was not the only one who survived? Yes, she did survive. What do you mean? Now I think about it, I realise that we never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body. The mind races and the mouth flaps. My apologies, forget this matter. I can only hope the day will come when I again meet my partner, Zach Grammari. Then I shall apologise for my terrible mistake. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. Thank you. Zach Grammari, Shady Smith, whichever name you prefer, he's no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a sliver, and the impenetrable darkness that remained has taken another life. I knew what I'd have to do to push back the darkness for good. And I would involve paying that man a visit. Last one. The last one.
Sorry, sir. Prisoner Costa Gavin's currently occupied.
Do you know when he'll be finished?
Could
you go find out?
Certainly, sir. Please wait here.
My apologies to the guard. There's something I need to see. This. Because he's taken the nail polish with him, but not this. There it is, the yellow envelope. It was missing from the first thing. And the sender, Drew Misham. I was right. Mr. Sham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter. Yep, and he took it. This is the last letter Drew Misham wrote. There's something I need to do. The last thing I need to do, in fact. Why is it DK? DK. Donkey Kong. What's Christoph Gavin's name in the Japanese version? Japanese name. What's his name? Kirihito Garyu. I mean, yeah, Garyu Kirihito. I guess. Even though the first one looks like Daniel or Denial. Here goes. Let's see if this Atriquinine spray finds anything. Oh. So this was Drew Misam's messenger of death. It was this stamp, alright. No mistaking it. And his last letter was sent to Christoph Gavin. Gotcha. The interview reversed came, like you said it would, and they're looking into the case. I swear on my life I won't tell them about you, so please release the spell you put on my daughter. I'll write later with a report. Oh, finally, decisive evidence. What's this? A burglar in jail? Gavin, I didn't know you moonlighted in larceny, right? There's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss. Vera Misham hasn't received her verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin? There are no known survivors of Atriquinine poisoning, but it never hurts to hope. I'll be leaving now, then. Right, wait. Yeah. Would you mind leaving that letter? It's private. Oh, sorry. Forgot I had it. Many thanks. Oh, a fisheye lens there. Oh, okay. That's in his hat. It's a camera in his hat. We've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Now it's time. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter. The final trial. Find the truth. You're the only ones who can. Oh, is he speaking to the jury? And not Apollo? Right, here we go. It's the final section. Oh my god, this is... I feel like I should have, like... Yep, let's go. Welcome to court, guys. I'm gonna quickly BRB. I'm gonna grab another drink, because, oh my gosh, my throat. So, I will be back in, like, maybe 2-ish minutes. Alright, we are back. Right. Welcome to court. You talking to the jury here? 7 years, all leading to one verdict. A verdict which you must decide. Is the defendant, Vermisham, innocent or guilty? The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. Are you ready to begin? I feel like they should have used this system again. Like, apparently they don't use the Mason system ever again, because they don't use the jury system, apart from in the thingy. Something inside me. Rising. Surfacing. Something important, lost long ago. It's close now, so close. Here we go.
Court is now in session for the trial of vanishing.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecutor's ready to rock.
Gavin, how is the defendant Verisham's condition?
Acute ectriquinine poisoning, according to her physician. She could die at any time, thus her absence from courtroom today.
What? They can't put her on trial without her being here.
It is unusual.
They should wait for her to get better and do it then.
It's so bureaucratic of them. That's being a little bit harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer, or they risk having no one left to try.
A trial without a verdict can only cause grief.
The records of this case and experience tell us this.
Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on.
Right, if Vera dies, the trial will be cancelled. I'm not going to let that happen. Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain all these years. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time. Is that including the you and Trucy are siblings situation or not?
Very good. Well, your opening statement, Gavin, is the prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events.
Why did Vera Misham succumb to poison?
Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done.
Objection? But Vera was poisoned with the trichonine. The exact same poison that took her father's life.
What better confession could you ask for? Being the killer, she would have had access to the poison. A significance since it's rather hard to come by.
In other words, I see no need for further discussion.
We could have had our verdict yesterday. Oh, Mr. Justice, if you've no objections, I see no reason to postpone a verdict.
What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Misham is the victim, not the killer.
If that's so, you have to prove something. She was in court giving her testimony before us.
Is it in her nail polish?
How to propose her killer poisoned her?
It's going to be in her nail polish, isn't it? Because Christoph gave her her nail polish whenever she went out. Because his nail polish is clear, whereas her nail polish is bright pink. Oh, I think I've got it. So yeah, the poison's in the nail polish because she bit her nails.
Incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who her mystery killer was. The prosecutor's objection is sustained. I ask the defense to prove its claims to the court. Tell us how Vera was poisoned.
The nail polish. Who did it and how? Which to hit first? Show how. The nail polish. How did the killer poison Vera Misham? I will focus first on the method used.
Any comments, Prosecutor Gavin? Not a bottle or container of the poison was found on the body. Full effects of poisoning is unknown. Is her defense prepared to prove how the poison reached her?
Yes, Your Honor. Because he told her not to tell anyone about the nail polish.
What method was used to poison her?
The nail polish.
Take that!
What's this? My, what a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand. Is that nail polish? It's colourless.
Ah. Something the matter?
No, nothing at all. Killer put poison in this bottle and made her drink it.
As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish.
Nail polish?
It's like paint for nails. Know any women with red nails?
My wife has red nails, so she's been painting them all this time.
What the fuck, man? Also, nice to know the judge does have, like, a family. The judge's wife. Is she also a judge? Let's recall yesterday's trial. Or is she the stenographer? Remember when Vera was testifying to the court? She bit her nails. Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails off. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails.
Her nails?
Prosecutor Gavin, when the prosecution had Vera examined, they check her nails.
Bailiff, have them check the defendant's nails at once. Do you know who did this? Do you know who put poison in that nail polish?
Yes, I do.
That bottle belongs to Vera?
Why'd you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like that?
No, just checking. Mr. Justice, you're about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish. Please dispense with the chatter. You realize the weight of this accusation?
Understood, Your Honour. No problem, I know what I'm doing this time.
Let us ask. Who poisoned Vera Masham via her nail polish?
Christoph Gavin did.
What's this? Christoph Gavin?
What's your game? My bro. There's no way you could do a thing like that. He killed another guy, dude. Come on, don't put it past him. You should know that better than anyone else.
Indeed. He's behind bars.
I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did.
What?
Ask yourselves when he put the poison in the bottle. It could have been yesterday, could have been a month ago, maybe it was a year ago, or perhaps it was 7 years ago.
Christoph Gavin no motive for killing this poor girl. It's simply inconceivable.
Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. Oh, he's sweating. That face tells me one thing. Christoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all.
While Prosecutor Gavin infers a clear and pressing need, we may have to summon Christoph from jail as a special witness.
Fine, I've known for some time an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. A darkness that swallowed even myself. Alright, the defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Christoph Gavin take the stand.
Oh, the brothers are fighting! Bailiff Brigham proceeds to call a special witness. The witness is Christoph Gavin, residing in solitary cell 13 at Central Prison.
Ah, 13 because it's unlucky. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 4 either.
Your Honour, how nice to see you again. Been quite a while, hasn't it?
To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? It's not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. I think you already know Mr. Christoph Gavin.
Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself.
Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss?
Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You can do it.
Does this bottle look familiar?
And a Riodoni nail polish? Why, yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet. And was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit I respect her for her taste in nail polish.
Her taste, indeed. This nail polish was how Vera Michelle was poisoned.
Triquinine, was it? Not well informed about the case, Mr. Gavin. That's because he did it.
Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I've nothing to do but read. Well, Clavia. Maybe you can explain this.
You're being accused again by him. Again. And you agree with his accusation, do you?
Oh, he's not saying anything. He does.
Let's hold a proper trial. Christoph Gavin, your testimony, please. I'd be delighted. The charges against you are quite severe, Gavin. You're suspected of the poisoning of the defendant. Please testify on the matter to the court.
Okay, cool. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. I've been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Her father died of the same poisoning, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Oh, surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father, too? Well, I'm afraid the defence's claim is sounding rather unlikely. Naturally. For one, I don't even know the Mishams. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice? Very well, Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination.
I'm accusing Gavin, my ex-boss. I know he poisoned the Mishams. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention why. When would be 7 years ago? Oh, it's a perceived situation. Okay. I mean, one, it's a different colour. Yours is clear and hers is pink. So that's gonna... Okay, we don't have her nail polish. We have yours. Okay. I've been in solitary for half a year. How could I poison her? That one doesn't count because the fact that it could be any time within the 7. Knowing it's a perceive will probably be like, we have to just perceive on one of them. Her father died of the same poisoning, the meaning of which should be clear. Also, I'm gonna just see what, like, pose changes we have. I think that this one is probably gonna be the perceive one because of his pose change. I'm gonna try this one, we'll see. We'll try his eyes first. Okay, let's hear again. What's this hand? Oh! What's this? What's this? We'll see whether it moves. Oh! Oh my god, the fact that when he tenses his muscles, it looks like a skull.
Gotcha!
When he tenses his hand, it looks like a skull. It was you who killed Drew Misham. A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Oh really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father too, your hand tensed unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news. Oh, that's why she saw the devil, because of the fact she saw a skull on his hand. And, let's assume for the sake of argument, you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are all tense witnesses guilty? And tell me, was Drew Misham fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth. Ah, then I must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Misham was killed on October 6th, while I was already in my solitary confinement cell at the prison. If that's not an alibi, I don't know what is. But you found a way, all the same. And I found it too. This is how you poisoned Mr. Misham. Where's the stamp? This one.
Take that!
I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. The night Mr. Misham died, he was seen writing a letter. A triquinine was found on the stamp, Mr. Gavin. So am I to understand this stamp was the murder weapon? Oh, am I to understand the stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. And yes, this stamp was found in your prison cell. Ooh! Ooh. That is all, Your Honour. Oh gosh. Order. Poison on the back of the stamp? We already solved this whole segment, like in the last bit. After Drew Misham was killed, someone paid a visit to his witness's cell. Phoenix Wright.
Dad?
That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Misham write you a letter. That's how you killed him. My. Ugh. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Brussels' testimony. After he put his letter in the envelope, Mr. Misham said they were searching his desk for something. A stamp. Chris versus Clavia. Two brothers, exactly. The brothers. And this isn't the first time, like, we have this isn't, like, the first or the last time we have, like, a sibling thing where, like, one of them is secretly a very, like, murdery person. Law versus logical thinking, yeah. Echo, we had no intention of using the stamp. What are you getting at? I'm fairly sure, like... I mean, to be fair, yeah. This isn't the first time, like, a set of siblings where it's like one of them's been very murdery. For example, Iris and Dahlia, and two characters who I will not be naming because I've not played that game live on stream, and I probably won't be for a while. What are you getting at? What I'm arriving at is this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It's a mere coincidence he used it. Should be the case. Or perhaps you mean to suggest I can somehow manipulate coincidence. He does have a point. We know he murdered someone. Ah! How would this witness know the victim was going to use the stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder. What? Really, Clavia, you should really be seeing through these weak-spined bluffs. He's right, though. I am pretty weak-spined. How could anyone have known Mr. Masham would use the stamp? Least of all, Christoph Gavin locked away in his cell. Seems the defense has run out of things to say. You assume he had something to say in the first place. I believe the defense's bluff has been called. The defense's bluff? I'm not sure I agree with you there, Aunt Christoph. Clavia? Honestly, I wanted to believe you, but the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You were, Christoph. Oh, what are you saying, Gavin? Her forehead. What was your accusation? Huh? Oh, it was that this poison stamp killed Drew Misham, to which my brother responded. There was no way to know when Misham would use the stamp. Oh, because of the fact that he's directly acknowledging. Thank you for the headpats. He's directly acknowledging the fact that the stamp was poisoned. It's not a... Ooh. Tell me it needs to be planned. Why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew Misham died by the stamp. That's all. Coincidence. Christoph, you tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject. If that's not bluffing, what is it? What are you up to, Clavia? I could ask you the same question, Christoph. I silenced the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency. But Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony. Very well, I shall take his claim head on then. Justice. You accuse me of Drew Misham's murder. Allow me to ask you, what possible reason could I have to kill a painter?
Apollo motive. He's talking about a motive.
Indeed. Hard to see how an attorney could come to want to kill a painter.
Now here's something he didn't bring up, the motive. Here's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose.
So what does it mean?
Quick question, is she wearing one of the bracelets underneath her gloves? Is she wearing a bracelet underneath her gloves? It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive. I mean, the two envelopes are pretty much a motive here.
A motive for murder. This is vital, if not the most vital in the element in the case. Please consider this when making your statement.
I'd say it's about this vital. That's pretty vital.
Mr. Justice?
I'm going through with this no matter what. Understood, Your Honour. I'd like to present evidence.
Let's see what you have for us. What reason did Christoph have for wanting to murder Drew Misham?
It's either this one... It could be this one, or it's this one. There's an address on here, and a name I've never heard of. Yes, I think so. It's too blurry to read. I'm assuming it's going to be this rather than the yellow one, because the yellow one's not showing us anything at the moment.
Take that!
Christoph Gavin's motives become clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew's studio in the first place. Yeah, because it got sent with the red envelope. And why was that? Forgery, Your Honour. Go back 7 years. Drew Masham accepts his first job creating forged evidence.
I've seen that before. Page in my diary. Magnific grammari. When attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge. This was the evidence he presented to his loss.
This evidence is a fake. But did Mr. request the forgery be made? That was never proven.
The defense attorney on the case was Phoenix Wright. Who other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it? And why would they?
Just out of curiosity, Christoph, do you remember this letter? This is the first page. Enclosed envelope, enclosed stamp. And this is the second.
Those were presented in court yesterday. A letter was sent to Drew Masham by the client who requested the forgery.
The enclosed stamp was none other than the poisoned commemorative stamp. Drew Masham drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old.
7 years old?
The client who requested his forgery was very cautious, tried to erase anything and anyone with connections to the forgery.
To keep them from talking?
Think for the head pat. But he made a mistake. Stamp was the paper of my picture since I kept it. Yeah, she kept the stamp. The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 years.
Her forehead. Do you understand what you're telling us? The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp, and it was Phoenix who presented the forged evidence. Adding the two statements, the one who schemed to kill Drew Masham was none other than Phoenix Wright.
No!
Objection!
Objection. Sorry, but that's not how this is going to go down.
Then how will it go down?
I checked through the records on that case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began. Trucy gave him the page. And one more thing. And yesterday. All we did was play cards. Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery. The day before. Now here's a question. Who was Shady Nigmar's previous attorney? It was King Christoph, wasn't it?
No, this can't all be.
But it is all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin. Humana.
Order, order, order. What is the meaning of this witness? I mean defendant, former lawyer. Let me begin by denying this. Let me just state for the record, I did not do shit.
Maga.
Waka waka.
What is this, a Muppet show?
Let me begin by denying this. I did not do shit.
Objection!
No swearing in the court, Gavin. It's easy to look up, Gavin.
And impossible to prove if you can't. Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly did you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim? That would be difficult. For this line of inquiry, we won't yield.
We can ask Trucy, can't we?
Her forehead. Are you sure you don't have evidence?
What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks clammy.
Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested that forgery. Clavia. Prove it. Clear up these doubts now. I swear I'm off this case.
Oh, shit. Oh. Clavia being the best prosecutor at this point because he's the only one who is just generically a good guy. Ooh. He was a... Ooh. There we go.
You must have thought of some evidence, Apollo.
Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. That darkness. I have to pull it out of him, and proof is the only way I can. What proofs gives Kristoff's link to Drew Macham? The other letter.
Claim Kristoff requested a forgery. Prove it.
It can be proven.
Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not.
Oh, it does exist.
You telling the truth, Apollo?
I am.
Then, I say we give him the benefit of a doubt. But if you're wrong, be prepared for a penalty. Your Honour, you do the defence of injustice. Miss Justice is pretty passionate about his claim. Should the penalty not match his passion?
Oh, it's a 4.
I haven't even given a penalty like that in a long time. Well, Mr. Justice.
Fine, Your Honour. All I have to prove is any kind of link. Something that ties Kristoff to Drew Macham. And I have something that clearly does the job. The other letter.
The other letter? Very well, Mr. Justice. Present that evidence. Show us the link between our witness and Drew Macham.
This one. This evidence proves there's a link.
That scrap of paper? I'm afraid I can't let you submit that.
Is there some problem?
There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't.
That's Dad's handwriting.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? I see now, of course. I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix came to my cell, except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright. When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail. You mean this letter was in your cell?
No.
However, it appears Mr. Wright is yet to be cured of his bad forging habit. Or if it's a forgery, it's a not very good one. The handwriting's terrible.
This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real letter.
Reproduction?
When Mr. Wright visited Kristoff Gavin's cell, he brought with him a small video camera.
What?
He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin, and the contents of your personal mail. Oh.
Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court. Evidence based on a video a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who just so happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery. Prosecutor Gavin?
Prosecutor Gavin?
As embarrassing as it is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. Your Honour, your decision, please.
It's not his decision to make.
Defence's claim is denied.
What?
Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defence's evidence from the record. Better luck next time, Justice.
No, because I feel like Phoenix is going to bring it in, isn't he?
We're suddenly taking a detour from our cross-examination. But the defense seems to be lacking proof. I've forced in the cross-examination of Kristoff Gavin at this point.
Do something!
I'm thinking, but without evidence, I don't have anything I can use on him.
Very well, this ends the special witness cross-examination.
Gavin? Clavia? Oh, his theme.
The show's over yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why. Gavin? Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 years. I knew all this shit. I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now's our chance. Let's clear out the family closet, eh, Kristoff? Why don't you just say you're gay here and now? Clavia, you're spinning out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you regret. Spinning out of whose control? Mine or yours? Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation, your fame. You could lose it all, Clavia.
Did you see that? He's trying to press Gavin.
Prosecutor Gavin, try and remember. What's really important to you? You amuse me, her forehead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. I love staring into those beautiful brown eyes of yours. In fact, I haven't, not even once. 7 years ago. Yeah, this one. I love his old outfit as well, it looks so cool. I'm familiar with the trial. I've watched the video several times. But didn't you find anything unnatural? Unnatural? Well, you did see I'm usually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence. And the next moment you call in Drew. It was almost as if... Almost as if what? He knew. It didn't even occur to me. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence. Correct. I know that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix would eventually come up with that forged diary page. Don't do this, Clavia. I know because you told me, Christoph. What?
Think of that, Pat.
It was the night before the trial. Clavia? Christoph, not seeing you at the prosecutor's office the day before. I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I bought information. Information? The attorney in play who'll be there in my place is not to be trusted. Don't even give them the benefit of your respect. I want you to call in a special witness. I wondered about it at the time. How did Christoph know so much? Prosecutor Gavin. Christoph, we were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserved that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me your research.
The victim's belongings?
Which would have included Magnavy's diary. Gavin? My, Clavia, you disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. You can't sweep this under the rug, not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind the trial. Why not? I've achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing.
Apollo!
I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. I'm terrified that we're going to have to present more stuff. We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Grammeri. And played cards with him. 2 cards. And he lost, didn't he? 1 card. Showdown time. Enough. You lose, Gavin. Thanks for the work. Now go. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I can come to no other conclusion.
Dad used it to say something. You want to know, man, you have to compete.
Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards, Christoph Gavin. I'm going to move my phone just up where my chat is. Oh, gosh. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright, a second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs. He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse for a man. He deserved to die for that error alone.
That was it? Wait, hold it. So the one who requested that forgery was...
Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, those two men shamed me and I couldn't forgive that.
That's the reason you did all of this? Because you lost in a game of poker and your client chose somebody else over you and you thought you were being shamed. Are you kidding me?
Phoenix Wright and Zach Gramrai both deserved what they got.
So you asked Mr. Masham to forge that evidence so you could win. But then when you were dismissed as Zach Gramrai's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap.
You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. You're free to imagine what you will. My point is all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly.
Huh.
Incredible. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep. Prosecutor Gavin, perfectly. You're mad, Christoph. Stop fooling yourself. What are you talking about?
Tell me how that trial ended.
Cancelled when the defendant vanished.
I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years.
What?
You were afraid your forgery would be revealed and your reputation would be trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance. So you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years. Oh, it's why you watched everyone. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Zach Gramrai was seen by this reporter? How is it possible? Was he alive after being gone?
Yes, he was. Finally. I knew this moment was coming. Yes, he was. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zach Gramrai gone missing, Trucy's father.
What's wrong, Apollo? You get him.
Yeah, leave it to me. Oh, but does he explain that Zach's alive? Or he was alive? Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveller.
I remember him well, Shady Smith. Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant.
The details don't really matter right now. What matters is that traveller was Zach Gramrai.
What is it, Apollo?
What?
Keep going. We'll talk about it later, don't worry.
I love the fact that Trucy's just like, yeah, I was aware of this. I'm fairly sure she looked at him and went, yeah, that's my dad. Ah, shit, he's dead. Did she already know? I'm assuming so. I think Phoenix just told her and she didn't tell him. Does she also know about their whole sibling thing, or?
Someone please explain this. Justice, can you explain this?
Yes, we can actually. It all started 7 years ago. The great magician Magnifique Grammarai's death started it. Magnifique Grammarai's death and his student Zach Grammarai, the suspect. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christoph did the unthinkable. He forged evidence.
Drew a sham.
Actually, it was from his daughter, Vera, who really did the work. You took precautions when you had that forgery made.
Precautions? To keep people from talking, of course.
These know too much. Leave them alive and they'll leave nothing but trouble. That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers. A triquinine, applied to a commemorative stem. But luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off.
His daughter.
She saved him by taking the stamp. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. The Aridoni nail polish. You noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera's nervous, she has a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails. That nail polish was her good luck charm. He told her to wear it whenever she went outside just so she would die if she bit her nails.
I was kidnapped. Since then, she's been, yeah.
That person gave me a good luck charm for when I absolutely had to go outside. Yeah, this one. This one, the client, the one who wanted the note made, yeah. It was his insurance. As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger. But what if she had to go outside? If she ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous. And the nail polish would do the rest. His time bomb sat there for 7 years. And then they went off almost simultaneously. As a pure coincidence, because she had to go outside.
You're finished. May I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such periods of time.
Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said here?
Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction.
What?
Clavia, surely you understand? But back to the evidence. The lacking evidence. Nothing proves that link between him and the Etriquinine that took Drumashem's life.
Objection!
What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Grammari to keep him from talking, but he's already been accused of that already.
I killed no man of that name. Read over the report if you like. The victim was a traveller by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else. You can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive.
Okay, then why did you kill him?
I believe my right to remain silent. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. The defendant's name is Vera Misham, suspected in the murder of her father. My trial's been finished for 6 months. I'm afraid we've strayed considerably from our purpose. This court concurs with the witness. Defendant Vera Misham is on trial.
But you were doing so well, Apollo.
As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation, this court of inquiry cannot find Vera Misham innocent.
But where's Phoenix at this point? Is he out there grabbing this letter going, hey, I found it, guys?
Objection!
Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence.
You still don't get it, do you? Let us assume there was poison in the nail polish. Go on then, drink it. Who then was responsible for causing Vera to bite her nails?
What?
It wasn't me, I know that much. The one who brought the poison to her lips was you.
What?
Evidence is everything. There's nothing more.
No, that's not how this works.
I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion.
Your Honor!
Mr. Justice, if you've performed admirably well for a novice attorney, I respect your partner Phoenix's determination. However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavia? Unfortunately, yes, Christoph, you're right. That is, you would have been right. Until now.
Oh, the system. Because all the jurors know about the information. They were given all of the information on the system. Phoenix wasn't explaining it to Apollo. He was explaining the entire thing of evidence that he gathered to us. The player. We are an actual person in this game as a member of this jury.
Did the news not reach your desk in solitary? The eyes of the nation are on the courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system.
That's right. I'd totally forgotten. The jurist system.
Jurists, you say? Oh, the current judicial system has been deemed too closed off in society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law.
They never do this again, by the way. They never do this again. Which, like, come on.
Common citizens' wisdom, is this some kind of a joke? What could we possibly gain by doing this? Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers.
Well, they're not gonna like that when you say that.
Common citizens have something called common sense. It's not restricted by the law. Nonsense. There's only room for two in this court, me and the law. Keep the riff out, out, I say.
Well, you're being filmed, mate, so... Oh! They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. Okay, this is such a funny... this is such a funny shot. I'm gonna just do this. I think this shot is really funny, because you have Apollo, Trucy, the judge, Clavia staring at you. Are we gonna get Kristoff turning around and staring at us as well?
How can you allow this?
Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright?
Oh shit, here comes the breakdown. Here comes the breakdown. Oh?
So everything was leading to this, of course. Right. Right.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that hair. Phoenix! Oh my god, his hair absolutely strewn all over his face. He is no longer like the... And his glasses have gone. And his eyes are bloodshot. Oh my god, this man is insane. He's a psychopath.
I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court. Law. The law is everything. It's absolute. You ignorant swine soil your courts. Kristoff, it's over. Clavia, the law is absolute. You can't be serious. What? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions.
You just noticed, yeah. His hair is unkempt. Yeah, you just noticed that? His glasses are gone. His eyes are bloodshot. He's twitching. He's an absolute psychopath. Oh yeah. I'm fairly sure I said the same thing in case 1. That he was an absolute psychopath. But like, he's even more of a psychopath once you figure out all of this. Or I guess he could also be a sociopath as well, because of the fact that he deliberately plays to people. He deliberately plays nice to people, and then he just, like, absolutely turns on them.
The law and the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge.
Your mama. Oh no, so no, thanks, Baxter. Your mama.
Like a gem polished to gleam through trials and errors. This is the fruit we receive and pass on and face in our time. And it's always changing, growing, nurturing. It's our task as human beings.
Nuh-uh.
Except for you, Kristoff. You aren't changing, you've stopped. You're not needed anymore.
Oh my god, he is just twitching. Where is, like, his eye on his, like, left side? Like, you can see his tiny eyeball. But, like, holy shit. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. But someday I'll know what law is. And I'll fight to change it if I have to. My body is weak, but my spirit is in flames. Hell yeah. Rise from the ashes. Wait, wrong game.
I see no need to further prolong the trial. This began as the trial of Vera Masham, accused of murdering her father, the painter Drew Masham. However, several other incidents were renewed, and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision.
Stares at me.
Jurist of the court. For the death of Drew Masham, how do you find the defendant, Vera Masham? Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider the matter.
Innocent. God, this feels weird to look at. So this is the static. Jurist Chambers. Are we one of them? This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Masham is currently in intensive care. If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father? If so, she's guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. Yeah, maybe he had a glass eye. Maybe he had a fake eye. That'd be cool, though. A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decisions. This is very Danganronpa. That is all. Number 6. Please wait. And yes, jurist number 6. There's something in the jurist handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be jurists. That is correct. I've looked into all your dossiers. None of you were involved with the development of the case. With the development of the case? I see. Does that answer your concern? It's time for your verdicts. Make your decision in the case against Vera Masham. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely, judge well. This is us. Holy shit. Wait, we are jurors. Wait. What the fuck? Are we jurors number 6? What the fuck? She's not guilty. And she is wearing the bracelet. So that's La Miroir. Or... Well, that's intriguing. Because, yeah, La Miroir is the Lesser Grammari. So, ooh, fun. And so she's got the other bracelet. So I was surprised she didn't give that to Trucy. I thought Trucy was going to be wearing the other bracelet, but no. Apollo wears one and La Miroir wears the other. And so a verdict was reached. The first verdict under the jurist system. Innocent by unanimous decision. The record will show that when the verdict was announced, Special Witness Christoph Gavin laughed. Louder than any heard before or since. Oh my god, that pose. Holy shit. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours. October 10th, the morning after the trial, in an intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera opened her eyes. She alive! She's got... Please tell me it's not Hottie. I swear to fucking god. Yay! She's back! I'm so glad.
Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too. I'm proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about what if Vera,
Hey now, don't you start crying. Sorry you had to see us like this. Oh, she's smiling!
Thank you so much. Apollo, thank you.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. If I hadn't, you'd have never bitten your nails.
No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside that, clinging to my good luck charm.
That's the end, yeah.
When I opened my eyes and I saw you,
I finally understood. Yeah, they just never tell Apollo. Does Phoenix... I think Phoenix just never tells Apollo and Trucy they're related. Which is such a weird thing. I'll stop puking, Rainbow. Are you okay?
It's important to be a part of the world. To see things with your own eyes.
Looks like that poison had some effect after all. It killed off what was ever holding Vera back from life.
I knew you'd pull through, Vera. I mean, that's what Apollo is fighting for. Your future. I won't forget it. Let me thank you.
No, really, it's okay. Oh, she's gonna draw them all. Yeah, Trucy and Apollo are related. They're half siblings. So that's why Apollo has his bullshit lawyer power. Because of the fact that Trucy and Apollo are half siblings. Their mother is Thalassa Grammari, aka La Miroir. So the woman we saw right at the end is both the mother of Trucy and Apollo, but from different marriages. We will find out who Apollo's father is later. I can't remember whether it's Dual Destinies or... No, I think it's in Spirit of Justice, game number 6, that we find out about Apollo's father. But, yeah, he was a performer. And Zach Gramerai is, aka Shady Smith, the victim from the first case, is Trucy's father. Plot twist, Edgeworth. No! Edgeworth. I'll give you a little thing here. He does come back in one of the other... In either game 5 or 6, he does come back. Just for a case, he comes back. And that's why I'm able to cosplay him with my glasses, because he finally realised he needed reading glasses. And no, really, it's okay. I'm just gonna draw them all together. Oh, I'm a little Trucy!
Look, it's me. I love it. Thank you.
Liar, hands off, are you sure? Is that me?
She really captured your antenna, Apollo. Sorry, essence, Apollo. Well, I think so.
That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is? The other lawyer?
You mean Dad? Except he's not a lawyer anymore.
It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. That's not what I meant.
No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologise. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that. I hope she comes back. I don't think she does, but I wish she'd come back. He brought all those things for me when he came to visit earlier. All the Steel Samurai. You mean that stack of videos? Right, finished them all. He brought her some wine as well. Oh, that's nice. He brought her some wine for when she was done. He brought him all the Pink Princess and the Steel Samurai stuff. Speaking of Zets, oh my god, also posture check. I had to watch it on somebody else's stream because of the fact that I couldn't watch it because region locked from the UK. Damn you, I guess. You know that stack of videos?
You know, I knew Mario Dad was alive.
Huh?
I was there 7 years ago, remember?
Oh yeah, because she came to all of his poker games, didn't she?
I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom.
You did? How?
I'm not telling. He promised me that day he went away.
We may not meet again for some time, but know this, I will be watching, and one day I shall return. You're the next Gramerai, after all. Oh, Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he?
It's okay, Phoenix is my dad now, even if he can't really play the piano.
That he can't.
And I've got you too, even if your voice is kind of loud sometimes.
Will Clavier invite Apollo with his chords of steel to his band? I'd love that. Glad I made your list.
Come to think of it, where is Dad? The one who can't play, I mean. Do you know?
I think he said he had to meet someone.
I wonder. Maybe it's a new mummy. Gee.
Trucy.
Yeah, Farah?
I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it?
He's not been knighted. Yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat.
Objection! Not loud enough, and I like Miss Magic Underwear better anyway.
That's Magic Panties, Apollo.
Aw, new mommy, yeah, that checks out. So your memory's returned. Oh, this is La Miroir, isn't it? Mr. Wright, was this all a part of your plan too? I don't know what you're talking about. When I lost my memory, I was reborn as La Miroir. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your jurists. No, you're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy. Of course it is a happy thing. For so long I thought I was alone. But now I know I have children, 2 dear children. I'm proud of them. This too, I think, is thanks to you. You going to tell them? They don't know? Nope. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings. I will go to them when the time is right. Until then, Don't worry, I'll take care of them for you. She never goes back and does this, by the way. They just completely forgot about this plot point where they were going to tell them they were siblings. I'm fairly sure they just never tell them. That's funny. Don't worry, I'll take care of them for you. They're important to me too. A little annoying, but still. I have to keep an eye on her at least. Because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside. Your bracelet. I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years. But your bracelets were the strangest of all. I remember meeting him half a year ago now in Christoph Gavin's office. And then I met you. Two fates destined to intertwine. And I was there when they crossed. Apollo, I am your father. No! No, that's impossible! No! I love it. I can't actually remember what Apollo's father's name is, because it literally escapes me. I know what he looks like, I just cannot remember his name. He's had, like, Apollo has had more guardians, like, holy shit. Like Phoenix, and that one guy from Game 6, and another guy from Game 6, and yeah, it's like, God, I'll never forget that. Such a small thing, that bullet. Yet it tore who I was away. Who did it, though? I wonder. 10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal. It was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive that accident. That is why I left the troupe, my family. Zeus is Apollo's father. Zeus is everyone's father, knowing this. Everyone can be tracked back to Zeus's fuck buddy. Now my memories returned, I am myself once more. For the first time, I'm glad to be alive, Mr. Wright. Speaking of miracles, can I have your bracelet so Trucy can have it? Vera regained consciousness this morning. I only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing, fate. Something a life is taken. Sometimes a life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. As long as they've got something worth living for. Aww. And that's pretty much the end of my story. For now, anyway. No, we've got 2 more games to go. I've still got a long way to go, and this power, well, it needs some work. But there's hope now. We'd lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. Yeah, I think I'll keep it this lawyer thing for a while. Oops, training time, gotta go. Cords of steel, here comes justice!
Objection!
Yay! We have finally finished case number 4.
I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like I found my long-lost big little brother. Oh, and don't you worry about Troop Grammar. Trucy's on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Dad.
Wait, did she not, like... No. It's like, I found my long-lost brother. Oh, shit, man. Cute Grammar, but how Grammar like that'll pack him in. Bravo, bravo. We've got 2 more games to go. Right, I'm also gonna find someone to raid while we do this, because I want to see who's on. It's not every day you get a trial that rocks harder than one of our gigs, yeah? Ah, that's why it's over. The Gavinners are breaking up. Oh! The news caused a run on tissues at supermarkets nationwide. For what kind? You're the real stars now. I look forward to our next jam session. Does he come back? I'm trying to think about, does he come back? I love the fact you get all the characters back. I'm gonna miss all the 2D art now, because everything past here is 3D. It's the problem with, it's the same with the Layton games. After game 4, everything goes 3D. It's finally over. You know, thinking about it, I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer. Yeah, everything goes 3D in next game. Now that everything's sorted, I've got time in my hands. Maybe I'll take the bar exam again. I mean, I wish they kept more of his personality from this game in the next game. Because it kind of feels like he regresses back to Trials and Tribulations Phoenix in game number 5, and it's like, no! Where's your art, Phoenix? Where's your art? He's 3D now and voiced by Sam Riegel. Oh, Emma!
So I was standing around eating snackus the other day when I got this crazy idea. What if they were golden? You could augment the crunch, or better yet, make them ding. Oh, the power of science. Although the preservatives might not be 100% safe.
I don't know whether they're still going, so I'm gonna... Oh, her!
In unlikely event you're wanting Russian feast, come to Borscht Bowl Club. Only thing cold in the restaurant is borscht. Duh, but if greater challenge is being required...
Then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for. I like the fact she is just a dealer. We talked about guns. I forgot about the 45 Magnum in case 3. Who is live? Oh my gosh, there's not many people live from my list. We'll find out. I'm gonna let the credits play at this point. Oh, her. Huh. Kentucky pastries, your boss culture time. This is how we write root, capiche? But we're still about giving back to the people. Yo boys, be our time. I keep forgetting he has like big ass eyebrows. And this is how we write people, alright? Not that Walkie's paying any attention. Oh, kids. Enjoy Chinese characters on cake was a fly day like 3,000 years ago, believe that. Man, you wanna make it a day, you gotta keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I made the OG cracker, for real. I know it don't look like no cracker, G. Why do you want me to call it the OG muffin? I only realized his thing is walkie-talkie is his pun name, walkie-talkie, and I'm very stupid. I don't know where all this talk about food is coming from. You ask me, there's only one food, and there's noodles. Noodles forever. Got a new one too. See, this time I just put a big chunk of salt in the bowl. Why pretend they'll do his noodles about the salt? Salt forever. No. Oh, this fucker. I hate him. My exceptionally inquisitive nature has won me an unequivocal explanation in my department. Oh shit. They used to call me Wesley Stinkler and Wesley Sticky Hands. But no longer. I have a new name, one that reflects my true academic nature. Wesley Sicko reporting. Curiosity is a sickness and I am the cure. No, they call you Sicko because of your whole panty situation. Fuck that. Also, we're only on the characters from Case 2, holy shit. I'm the Sicko, these nuts. Oh yeah, this person hasn't been playing for long. I'm gonna just... Yeah. I know who I'm gonna raid after this. I'm just gonna let the credits play. Sicko, these nuts. I don't know how to thank you for all you've done. Light has returned to my life, and with it, joy. She's still blind, but like, I may have lost years, but I've gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact. I will think of them when I write my next song. I don't believe my last message would be Sicko, these nuts. Oh my god. Brusher, 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 brusher. Brusher here back on the bay with another interview. How do I feel about how things turned out? No scoop yet, but journalist confidence in mint condition. End quote. Ow. Why do I have to see his face like that? Why do I have to see his face like that on the final segment? Why did you do this to me? I decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I don't suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find what to paint. But I know there are good people out there now. I've met them. The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you.
Shooter, come here, woo! Ah, the sketches that Vera did. Love the fact we don't even get to talk to Kristoff at this point. I think he might be dead, guys. Aww. Oh, I didn't get to take it before it went up. Oh. Yay! You unlocked a special bonus in the music and background settings. Woo! No, I didn't get to take a photo of that. Oh, okay, cool. And there it is. There it is. That is our final thing of Apollo Justice. No, we're not moving on to Dual Destinies today. No, gosh, no. But we get a new attorney again, and she's not in any of, like, the Capcom stuff, and it's stupid. Anyway. So next week, we will only be doing, and yeah, new Phoenix outfit as well. And he's got a little antenna now. It was lovely jubbly. Yeah, we got a new, so we're only going to be doing one stream next week on the Friday, because I'm doing just my own stuff for the rest of the week. Oh my god, Apollo! Dude, you good? Okay. But yeah, Dual Destinies, and also there are 6 cases in this one. So, let me find someone to raid. I should find out the username first. Let's go to this person. There's an underscore in there as well. I keep forgetting this. Ah. I'm having a great time just trying to figure out what people's usernames are. Yeah, that's fine. They're playing some Deltarune. So, I will see you. What? What do you mean that's not a username? Give me a second. Why do you not like me, game? Give me a second. There we go. There we go. They like it. There we go. They are playing some Deltarune, so I will see you next week on Friday, in which we will begin Dual Destinies about the same time. Thank you for joining me, and have an absolutely lovely day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. See you!